Hi, hey, what's up? It's Joe D and Pencil Neck Mark and Ned Flanders. How y'all doing, man?
Good, good.
All good.
Today is Saturday, January 11th, 2025, and this is Share a Beer Show 781. Whew, bro, we are 11 days into this new year, and what an 11 days it has been. I mean, it started out New Year's Day with a bang, right? As far as national news, disasters happening, just what the F is going on, man? You know?
Just life happens.
Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, we got everything that happened in New Orleans. We've got now stuff happening on the East Coast with big storms. Well, in the East and in the Midwest with big storms, and in Cali with these incredible fires that are happening over there. So our hearts and thoughts go out to everybody. I'm going to get something in my glass so we can give everybody that is affected right now by whether it be storms or fire a big salute. So, Mark, what are you drinking first of all?
Well, before I share what I drink, we always talk about, all these beers, right? And they have different names, but we don't know where the names come from, right? There's always a story behind the name. So I'm going to tell a little story about the name of this beer. Okay. So, a lot of these beers come from, like maybe home brewers, and they've been home brewing, since the 70s, right? Yeah. And so they're a little older, but over the time, they've really come up with these great recipes, and sometimes they'll start a brewery, or somebody they'll know will start a brewery, and they're like, hey, Bob, you got this really great recipe. Yeah. Well, this beer comes from that. Okay. And this guy was old. I mean, he'd been brewing for a long time, and he's got this great recipe, and the brewery's like, hey, we want to brew your beer. And he goes, and they said, what should we name it? And he goes, well, here's the story. I'm an old guy, but I still like to hook up with young women. So he said, well, last week I was in Vegas. And I went to, got one of those cards that, people handing out the cards on the sidewalk. I grabbed one of those, hooked up with this young lady, and we went to the room, and I pulled down my pants. I was getting ready to get it on, and she looks at me and she says, oh my God, what an old chub you have. And that's how the beer got its name.
So obviously that guy's name was Oscar.
Yeah. Okay, maybe not, but it's a good beer.
That was a good story, Mark, but
do us all fucking favor, Mark. Just fucking end it.
Oscar had an old chub and it gave him the blues.
Yeah. So, classic Scotch ale in Colorado. It's a good one. I haven't had this in a while, but this is a good weekend to have it. Kind of cold and snowy here in Georgia. So, yeah, 8% ABV. Yeah.
How much snow do you have on the ground over
Very there? Tasty. So, yeah, that's the story behind the name Old Chub. Maybe true or not, I don't know. I just saw it on the internet. I just saw it on TikTok.
That makes it official. Now, if you saw it on TikTok, that makes it even more official.
Yeah, I think so.
Bum, are you drinking anything right now, or?
Nothing of note as far as beer goes. I'm having a leftover gorgeous
Oh,
Gorgeous.
Oh,
It's from Heart State Brewing in Ohio. It's a pumpkin vanilla porter, which is certainly nothing I've ever had before. This was gifted to me by my cousin. Shout out to Carrie and Dale from Columbus, Ohio. And yeah, this is the last one of the 6-pack that they gave me, so I figured I would finish it off tonight. This is different. It's not bad, but it's definitely different. Pumpkin vanilla porter.
All right. Now the beer I have, I pulled out of the cellar, pulled out of the storage.
Oh boy!
And,
talking about Vegas and gambling, man. Here we
yeah,
go.
this is definitely gambling. It's by Rogue, 6.9% ABV, 66 IBUs. We've got a Rogue out of line.
I've never even heard of that one.
Yeah.
The date on the bottom of the can, here we go. Drum roll, please. 11/26/2018. Wow.
So that beer should actually be named. It should be named Rogue Out of Date.
Yeah. And what kind of beer is it? A hazy IPA?
It's a West Coast IPA. Yeah.
Ooh, that's
So,
probably not going to age real well, Joe. But
okay. It does. It has a nice little star back here and everything. It has a story. I'm not going to go into the story, but it says that it's tropical, citrus, pine, and bitter and malt. We'll see. The glass will kind of tell you how I feel about it. We're gonna,
Yeah, I'll bet you're really going to get the malt on that one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, boy. This might be more malty than anything right here. Here we go. Crack the can. Absolutely no smoke whatsoever. We'll live pour. Well, let me pour it on this side. That way we make sure we skip that bullet part. Let's see what we get here. It's pouring in kind of thick. I'm gonna save that last like half inch, if you will.
Save it, meaning you're going to actually drink it later?
No, meaning I don't want that in the glass.
That's where all the nutrition is, Joe. Come on.
Yeah.
No, Joe. This is where all the nutrients are.
You're right. I'm gonna skip vitamins this time around. I don't necessarily need to be that healthy. But yeah, we got to get a photo of this one because this is definitely risky. I mean, but look at that head. Look at that sucker, man. That's pretty good. Oh yeah, it's malty. So malty, but it still has a nice bready smell. It still has a nice sweet smell. But of course, lots of caramel, right? Oh yeah, not good. Yeah, the bitterness is.
Does it turn metallic? Like
I'm sure that's not the way they intended. I am sure that's not the kind of bitterness that was intended. The bitterness is there. Yeah, not highly recommended here, people.
6 years ago, maybe it was. Right?
Yeah. Hey, 6 years ago, you try this bad boy, man. Yeah, oh man, yeah, this is, I'm a professional. Try this at home kind of deal.
He drinks the old beer, so you don't have to.
Well, you don't have to, right? Yeah, I am well, hell, I'm the bum of old storage beers here, man. Yeah, don't try this at home. But for all our dear people out there, all our friends and others that might be watching this, big salute to you, man, for all your struggles right now, man. Our thoughts are with you.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? To others that are like myself, I know an incredible amount of people, and I don't know if it's just because of what I went through, but I know an incredible lot of people that have lost loved ones um, since the beginning of December as well. It's just kind of remarkable. I have 7 people close to me that have lost a very close family member, either a parent, a grandparent, or a sibling. Um, I got 7 people that I know um, since the beginning of December. So it has been an incredible, what is that, 6 weeks? You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow. So a lot happening, man, for a lot of people right now. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're not in a storm, even if you're not in a fire, you might be going through your own personal struggle. Uh, Grab a beverage, whatever it is. It could be a cold glass of water, for all I care, and pull up a virtual chair and let's have a conversation, man. You're welcome to jump in the chat. That's what this thing is all about. There won't be a show. There's a good chance there won't be a show the next 2 weeks. I hopefully am able to go to LA to see my family. I'm originally from LA, so hopefully I will be able to see some family when I'm out. Hopefully I'll be able to go out there, weather permitting. And then after that, the following weekend, I will be visiting grandkids. So that is always a joy, for me at least, my grandkids. Yeah. Other people's grandkids, I don't know, man. I don't know who your grandkids are. I'd visit some Cinderson kids. Yeah, I'd visit some Cindersons,
Mm-hmm.
on a Saturday, preferably after bath night. You know what I'm saying? So when they're all scrubbed up. After this, though, I have
I
got.
don't know if you want to visit them now. They're both teenagers, and yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's always a virtual.
Yeah, I've met them. They're still okay.
Are they still okay?
Yeah.
But are we
Yeah,
sure?
they're good kids.
They're good kids. Hard to believe, given their father, but I don't know.
Yeah, are we sure? I don't know. I've got my Seinfeld Costanza 2024 shirt. We all know who won. Seinfeld. This was a great ticket right here. My next one will be the left-hand Galactic Cowboy Nitro. Any guesses how long I have had this one?
Ooh.
And this has a Best Buy date, by the way. And a Best Buy of 4/26/2022.
Well, that's not as bad, but I wonder how that Nitro is going to be.
That's what I'm wondering.
Is it still going to release?
I was kind of wondering because I don't know if you can see the can, but it's kind of bulging a little bit on the top.
Uh-oh.
And it's very hard. So I do have a beer emergency towel on standby here, just in case things get a little out of control. I don't remember this particular Nitro being like a particularly overly fizzy type of Nitro, but I don't know that the artist intended for this beer to go a few years past expiration. So,
See it.
We'll see. Yeah, let's see here. We'll crack it open. We'll see what we get. Galactic Imperial Stout. Let's see if there's any sort of. You know what, Mark? They put the damn. There's 2 servings in this can. You know that? They say 5 ounces per serving. I'll be damned. Yeah, they say there's 2.73 servings per can.
2.3.
2.73.
Okay.
Yeah. So per serving, it's got 9% ABV, and that's it. 120 calories, 14 grams of carbs, no fat, and 1 gram of protein. So that's interesting, the way they broke that down in order to get to the alcohol. So if you're consuming 2.7 servings that are in this can, does that change the ABV?
No,
It's still 9%, right?
I don't know. Was it 2.7? So is that like a 400 milliliter can or something like that? That's not a 12-ounce can then.
No. It's not 12 ounces.
It's like a 15.8 ounce can or something like that.
Oh, now I see 44 IBUs. It's a good to go can, like a pro in a glass. So good to go in the can, a pro in the glass is what it says. Yeah, what are the ounces on? Oh, 13.65.
Huh.
What in the hell kind of
400 milliliters.
404 milliliters. What the
404.
hell is left hand thinking?
That's a weird one. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the weirdest can I've ever seen for a beer.
I don't know why they say 2 points, unless they're trying to get the calories per serving under a magic number, right? They say it's only 120 calories per serving, and there's 2.7. Yeah.
So whatever they were doing a few years ago, I don't know. I don't have any idea. So let's crack this open. Let me make sure I got my glass prepared here. Crack this open, see what we get. You guys, wait. Let me get my towel.
Cover up the electronics.
Yeah, let me get my towel. I've always got my microphone right here, so let me get the mic out of the way. We're gonna. Yeah,
it's nitro, so it should be okay in theory.
In theory, but the top of the can, I don't know if it's coming out, but it is like a pitcher's mount. It's what it looks like to me. Here we go, man.
Let's see if that can throws a ball.
Oh my God! What? Oh, look at the smoke on that one. Now, I didn't bring a tall enough glass, so I got to cut it short.
Okay, that's a normal nitro beer.
Yeah.
Except maybe it looks like maybe the nitrogen has increased.
I mean,
yeah. Oh, that's a nice nitro waterfall there. Yeah.
I mean, that is, you know what? Honestly, I feel like that's a better waterfall than it was when it was fresh.
I've never seen one like that. Yeah.
I don't recall this beer having that kind of nitro waterfall that is that similar. I don't remember it being as good as a Guinness night as far as the waterfall, right? As far as that nitro look. So there it is in the glass. Let me give it the old Earth Tappa Tappa. I will just always call it Earth Tappa Tappa because he's the one that brought it to my attention to do the Tappa Tappa. It's probably not, as far as beer goes, the cleanest beer glass, but there it is. Yeah, it doesn't smell too much different. They do call it an imperial. It is 9%. Oh my God, so smooth. You know what? This is really good right now. I don't remember it being this good.
Wow.
This is super smooth. 9% might have, you know what? It's still an imperial stout. And that age might have really helped it calm down. I feel like you can get a little bit of that hop. There's a little bit of that hop in there, but I tell you what, man. Oh my God. There is the biggest malt shake because of that. You know what I'm saying? You just get that. God, I wish I could show you that. I mean, the bubbles in the glass, that malt shake. I mean, look at how thick that is on the side of the glass. Man, I got to tell you, This one is pretty darn smooth. We're gonna pour the rest of this in here and let it do what it does and move on with the show here. See if we. I think this is one of the ones where it's stuck to the bottom of the can. It is.
One of those little towers glued to the bottom.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. It is gonna.
When you open when you pop the tab, then the pressure changes and the tower opens up, right?
Can you see that in there?
Yeah. Yep. Little tab at the bottom.
Yeah. You see the little white circle.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I'm impressed that I could even show that to you guys. Hell, it looked better on the camera than I'm even seeing it in person.
I'm impressed that it still tastes good.
I tell you what, you know, we all know that you could age an imperial stout a couple years, and it should be fine. And I tell you what, good on Left Hand. I got to give them a round of applause because this is still. Maybe they did. You know what? But I don't know when they actually brewed this because it's a Best Buy date.
So it's probably at least 6 months before,
Yeah.
maybe a year before.
Yeah.
A lot of times Imperials have like stouts have like a 1 year Best Buy.
Is
One
there
or
any
two.
way? Now, it does say above that. Here's the date that I'm referring to. Let me
Oh.
type it. And it does have those other digits. So it has a 116 and then a time. It looks like
116 would be
116 and then colon 13 colon 29 and then 20 after that. I wonder if 20 is the year.
20 is the year. 116 is probably the day.
The day. So the
Time.
116th day of the year.
2020.
2020
That would be like sometime in April 2020.
could be.
Yeah. And it has a date of 22. What's the Best Buy date?
22.
Does it just say April? Does it have a specific date? April?
Specific day, yeah. April 26th of
There you go. Yeah. 2 years from the day it was canned, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. We figured that out right now. See?
There you go.
There you go. So actually, this is right. Actually, I am drinking it right at the end of that 5-year-ish cycle for a Imperial Stout.
But wait, that was brewed right when COVID was brewed. You sure that doesn't have COVID in it, Joe?
Oh my God!
That was canned like right in the middle of the COVID lockdown.
Is that COVID on the side
That's
of
COVID. That's the COVID foam.
Wouldn't that be the damnedest thing if somehow this thing had COVID in it or some other disease?
Well, you've held it long enough. It's dead by now. It's sitting in alcohol. That's a good one thing. 9% alcohol is going to kill all the bad stuff.
Now, someone that I know said long time ago when we were first getting started with this, I believe it was a long-necked fellow that said, you know, there's nothing in there that's going to kill you.
That's right. Yep.
And
I got that from the boss and food chemistry, I guess. Yeah, alcohol pretty much kills all the nasties.
Alcohol's going to kill all the stuff that's going to kill you. And you know what? She's absolutely right. Because I mean, look at what this is. We're talking one of the oldest beverages in the world. We talked about this many times when they used to use this beverage for currency, right? Yeah, as a matter of fact, they would make this beverage because it was safer to drink than water.
Yeah.
You remember though when we talked about
Oh,
it?
yeah. The country was founded on beer. That's how it's the only way they could make the water drink. People didn't get sick. They figured if they brewed beer out of it,
Yeah,
people wouldn't die.
they wouldn't die. At least they'd be drunk as shit, but they wouldn't die. Now, perhaps you drink too much of it, then you're going to die.
Yeah.
That'll cause cancer. Apparently, we have no idea how many of these people died of cancer. What do we think about the last week's show and all that information? What any thoughts now a week later?
Well, I'm still drinking beer.
I know, that's kind of the answer. Isn't it? And then you know what? I think it was a day or two after the show, someone else came out right behind the Surgeon General and said that there was actually some health benefits again. Someone doubled down and confirmed from
Oh, I didn't see that.
yeah, that there was some health benefits to it. So again, it's that period of time when they said, you know what, eggs is no good, man. And then they came back and said, you know what, eggs is okay, right? You if you ate an egg, you remember when they said eggs was just one of the worst things you could eat. You know,
Oh yeah.
you better take those yolks out of those eggs because you're gonna die.
Yep.
I mean, you're gonna have a
Cholesterol overdose.
yeah. I mean, you're just gonna die. Now, if you can afford an egg, have at it. I mean, at $1 an egg, I don't know what are they now, Mark? $5 an egg? How,
Yeah, not if you buy them at Walmart. I don't know what they are. 40 cents an egg?
oh,
Like
dear,
that?
they're high.
4 or
Yeah.
5 bucks. 4 or 5. Yeah, $3 to $5 a dozen. If you buy organic, grass-fed,
Oh,
free
roll.
range chickens,
Free
it's like
range.
28 bucks a dozen. But
Yeah. Good luck with that. No, I think you're lucky if you a good price on eggs right now, this current moment, I think is about $3.50 a dozen. $3.40, $3.50 a dozen, I think is a good price on eggs. When I a month or two ago, probably 2 months ago, I was able to get eggs, man, for God, 18 cents an egg. You know?
yeah, $2 a dozen, something like that.
Oh, wait a minute. James has the egg price right here.
18 pack of regular eggs. Wow.
There you go.
He's probably shopping at Whole Paycheck though.
Yeah, whole paycheck. You know what, man? You got to quit shopping there. We ain't got your kind of
He
money.
shops at Whole Paycheck. He doesn't have any money left, so then he has to buy malt liquor.
So that's
what the
he
problem
buys
is.
malt liquor, so he's just got frivolous money. I mean, he could just throw money at eggs like crazy.
Yeah.
How many eggs a day are you, Bum? What kind of habit do you have with eggs, man? How many eggs a day are you up to?
As far as actual fresh eggs,
Yeah.
it varies. It varies. I will buy a dozen, and they could last anywhere from a couple weeks to a month, depending on my breakfast habits.
Yeah.
Sometimes a dozen will last more than a month.
Hmm.
Yeah, because of my work schedule, I will eat during the week some frozen breakfasts, and I'll cook breakfast maybe once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, we got Donald Berg Trumpin Witz says,
Donald
I'll
Berg.
be raising the price of eggs. So don't you worry about that. Get eggs while you can and freeze them. I'll be raising the price of eggs. Mark, what kind of habit do you have, man?
I'm probably a 2 egg a day habit.
Okay.
2 eggs a day. Yeah.
Are you eating raw eggs? Are you cooking them? You
I'm
poaching
cooking them.
them?
Yeah, typically scrambled or
Okay.
over easy, over hard. Make omelets out of them sometimes.
I think I would have to break mine down into a week, like how many eggs I eat a week. Because I'm kind of a little bit like Bum. I'll sometimes have, a few eggs a day, and then I might not have eggs for a week. We'll throw egg. We typically will have dozens of eggs because we throw them in recipes that we make.
Yeah.
We
With a binder or something. Yeah.
So we typically do have a lot of eggs on hand, and we're not. And Mark, you might or might not support this, and the reason I keep pointing at you is because you've got the boss there, and the boss is kind of all our authorities on what is safe for food. We're not real sticklers as far as the dates on eggs either. We kind of
No, if you keep them, yeah, they can go. If you cook them, yeah, you can. You could easily eat them weeks after the day, as long as you keep them refrigerated.
Now, I hate to go into a whole egg discussion because I remember what happened when we went into the ice cream discussion, and that backfired on me pretty vigorously. But one thing that I will do is poach eggs. I might poach, I don't know, damn near a dozen of them, some bitches, and just put them in water in the fridge. And then when I want an egg,
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull them out and just put them in some warm water for 30 seconds or so. They warm up and I'm good to go. Or I'll even light fry eggs on a really low pan and then do the same thing. Put them in water. And when I want a fried style type of egg, I just whip it up, put it in water, and 30 seconds and good to go. Warm water, 30 seconds, good to go. Right? I got my egg. Hard-boiled eggs, same thing. I'll just keep them in the fridge. You know? Good to go. You can even freeze a hard-boiled egg, for Christ's sake.
Yeah.
Vacuum sealed, best thing ever.
Yeah.
You know, and another trick to boiling eggs, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. Watch this, and you can make them however you want. If you put them in the oven, you can perfectly, if you like soft yolks or however you like your hard-boiled eggs, you put them in the oven. You can make your eggs in the oven.
You can bake your eggs in the shell.
Yeah, in the shell, everything. Just put
never tried that. I've steamed them. I've steamed hard-boiled eggs, but not baked them.
Yeah, because all it takes is heat. You just put the eggs on a sheet and put them in the oven at a particular temperature, and you got to figure that part out for yourself as far as the temperature and the time and the way your oven cooks. But it'll be consistent once you figure it out.
Yeah.
You put them at 350 or 400, whatever the temperature is that suits your, environment, your cooker, meaning your oven for your stove, and it'll be consistent. If you figure that at 400 degrees for 16 minutes does it, it'll do it every time.
Yeah.
And it's consistent.
I do kind of agree. I'm not a big fan of poached eggs. We're getting some comments in there. I'm more of it's either hard boiled or cooked. Yeah, poached. I mean, they're okay, but given my choice, I'd rather do hard boiled or just scrambled or something like that. Yeah.
Well, see, these people are commenting because it's the old school way, right? You got to put the raw egg in the water and do the whole swirl thing. I'm taking all that work out. Taking it all out. See, you take all that work out. You get these. You can put. This is gonna sound. I'm gonna get hammered for this. You could put eggs in the microwave.
Yes, you can. Well, no. There's somebody in the chat that does or does he put it on the Ninja at 11? Is that how does he hard boil his eggs in the shell?
I want to know from the chat.
Yeah, grilled eggs.
How does he do his eggs?
Yeah. So I want to know. What do you think, Bum? Do you think we know the knob's going to stick on 11?
I am curious.
Put it on the grill and roll it
I think the chairman needs to try and make some fried eggs on the Ninja to see what happens.
Oh my God. I want grill marks on those eggs.
Grill marks on the eggs.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. I want to see some of that, the 11 past steaks come off on these fresh eggs.
Yeah.
I would like to see what kind of eggs would the chairman buy in the first place? Bum, any speculation? Come on, man.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that the chairman has never purchased eggs.
Maybe he's bought you can buy the eggs that are pre-hard boiled and they're shrimp wrapped, basically.
Yes. I'm gonna defend the chairman, actually, I'm gonna, you know what? Because I feel like I know where the chairman's gonna go with this. Bum, I'm gonna defend the chairman and almost rebuke you because I'm gonna say, "How dare you, bum?" And I'm gonna speak for the chairman without ever speaking to him ever, because I'm gonna say, "Do you know how many egg McMuffins I have bought? There's eggs in there, son. I have bought eggs."
No, I mean as far as him buying a dozen of raw uncooked eggs
Oh,
right
yeah.
out
Oh,
of the
see,
chicken.
That's probably, yeah.
no, see,
Yeah, no. I know he's
you,
bought eggs, but
you
I mean
need
as far
to
as
figure the spin that's going to come on this.
no, as far as buying uncooked eggs in the shell, I don't think he's ever.
Those eggs, it's well documented that the eggs on an egg McMuffin were fresh cracked by
Right.
a hardworking American.
As opposed to McDonald's other eggs for their other sandwiches, which are just powdered and mixed together. Yeah, they always
Or,
say,
you know, if you buy the big breakfast, then you know those are powdered eggs. But the egg
Yeah.
McMuffin, they actually drop them in a little mold, right? They got
Yeah.
right.
Oh, this will be great. Yeah. This will be great. Yeah.
I want to see the chairman set some raw eggs on the Ninja just to get the grill marks
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we
fact,
can do it.
on the shells.
Yeah. Crack it, turn it up to 11, crack the egg on the.
No, you don't even crack it. You just put the eggs on the Ninja.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we
in the
get grill
shell.
marks on the egg
On the
shell.
shell, yeah.
Now, Bum, does he concern himself with whether he cracks the yolk or not?
I don't know. I'm not even sure if he knows
Okay.
what's inside that shell.
Now, I'm going back in history. If I remember correctly, there was an incredible amount of tools. But when he first got the Ninja, we have yet to see all the tools. He did buy a grill-shaped scraper, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I don't remember that.
I thought it came in a tool accessory kit.
No, Joe, I don't recall any of this.
Remember the golden silverware?
Yeah, we got the gold plated knife and fork, but no, Joe, I think you're giving him way too much credit.
Am I giving? Okay,
It might be another food channel you've been watching.
Yeah,
that might.
We know what you've been watching ninja cooking channels.
I've been watching too much Sam the Cooking Guy, perhaps.
Yeah. The only tool that he got for that thing is the metal spatula, which is scraping off the nonstick coating every time he uses it.
Oh my god! Oh my god! let me put a link in the chat because we've got Tom in there, and our dear friend Teen Wolf. We darn sure want to get him in here if he's able to, and if he feels like it. Start the report already. You know, I don't know what our dear Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has.
His name isn't Jesus. Come on.
I mean, is that my name? Is that the way he thinks of me?
Yeah.
Is does he really think of me that highly? That's amazing. Wow. That's amazing.
More respect than you thought from the chairman. Yeah.
Way more respect than I thought. Man, that's 5,000 times. Take another sober Saturday, Tom Wolf. Mark, with that big pie head looking like Rocky Dennis.
You get the reference, Joe?
No, I don't actually.
From the movie Mask?
Oh, was that his name?
Rocky Dennis, yeah.
I didn't realize that was his name.
Yeah.
What else happened? Something else happened that I didn't realize. You know how I call it? I have a habit of calling people Bobo, and that's kind of my dumbass references. Bobo, you're being a Bobo, and all this stuff. Well, I'll be damned if the Lions, is it the Lions, Detroit Lions, have a receiver that's named Bobo? Something Bobo. There's a receiver out there that was named Bobo. I think the Lions. I think it's the Detroit Lions that have a receiver called Bobo. And every time he made a play, I'm like, I'll be damned. There's Bobo again. That guy's. And then he missed the pass one time, and I was like, yep, see, there's Bobo. There he's a damn Bobo. Oh, man. Oh, Tom is the show's version of a throttle. Let that one set in for a little bit. We're going to get to Billy D and see what he thinks about this. Oh, yeah. I warned y'all this one might go a little long because we're not going to have a show for a couple weeks. So,
Well, we're equipped with material and Mexican lager.
oh, yeah. There we are. We got the light and everything now, man. There we go.
Well, I'll warn you in advance. There may be a pee break during this malt liquor report. So tonight's beverage. This is once again we are in reruns, but with new packaging variations.
Oh,
So tonight's Mexican lager is Pacifico Clara in the 24-ounce can, not available in my area.
okay. Right on. That'll work.
Once again, this was purchased at Paco's Mexican Market in Winchester, Virginia.
I've got, now this is a push here, bum. I've got a, this is a stretch. I've got a Great Divide Margarita Gose that you can hardly see because it's invisible because the can's green. And I got my green screen. But since it had margarita in the name, I was
Close enough. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, that's close. See, Mark, thank you, Mark. Mark had my back on that one. Yeah. Yeah, Margarita Gose. I don't expect this to be really high ABV. Actually, 5%. That's way high. That's higher than I thought it would be for a Gose. 5%. Now, this has a can-on date that you can see on the bottom here. Again, I pulled all these beers out of storage. Canned on April 23rd, 2020. So this is a Gose that might not be as salty as it should be. I don't know. Oh, nice little smoke. I should have showed that on camera, but I didn't. Should be a light and refreshing beer. We'll see what we get here. And whoa, shouldn't have poured it so hard.
Whoa.
Looks like your Nitro,
Yeah, right. This one,
but that one's not going to turn into beer as quick.
not near as quick.
Maybe by the end of the malt liquor report.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, that one maybe by the end of the malt liquor. I gotta tell you, man, this Galactic Cowboy is still really solid. I need to take a picture of this, by the way. Go ahead there, Billy D. What do we got?
All righty. I just want to address something that the chairman saying here. Bum turned his back on Pittsburgh tonight. No gear on. No gear. I'm not watching the game. Screw the Steelers. Screw the NFL. If this was about 5 years ago, though, I probably would not be on the show right now.
Show, right?
Yeah,
I expect that. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's a 100% given that the Steelers are going to lose tonight anyway. So,
you know what? I don't have the same sentiment about the coach as you do, but I don't live there. But I have to agree with you, man. It
Yeah,
does
yeah.
feel like
Not a chance.
yeah, I don't feel like they do have a chance. With all that said, because of the fires, the game is here for the Rams and the Vikings. I do have tickets. I will be there Monday night, so look for this big shiny face on the TV, man. Go say, smells like feet. Nice.
Ha! Now there's a selling point.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's a real nice selling point. Yeah, yeah. Smells. You know that real repugnant smell you get when you do go to the ocean? You get all these nice thoughts. Oh, we're going to go to the ocean. We're going to swim in the water. We're going to have a good time. And then you get there and you smell that smell. Yeah.
It smelled like something that the ocean washed up on the sand.
You know what I'm saying? Some people like it and some people just can't stand it. And yeah, that's in this glass right now. It don't taste bad though. It don't taste bad. But yeah. Whatever that's worth. Okay, Bum, we got the link. Let me
We're leading off with my Mexican lager drinking community brother, Lone Wolf. Joe, you did refer to me as Ned Flanders at the beginning of the show, and so that's fitting that we're going to show this. I'm not sure if this is a real ad or not, but you can show it.
Okay.
I don't think this would be a creation from anybody. I'm sorry. This is not Lone Wolf. This is Causer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Apologies to Causer and Lone Wolf. The Mexican lager's kicking in.
Right.
Yeah, this is Causer, not Lone Wolf.
Good God. E-bagging. Lost Coast Brewery, Blackberry Lager. And then we've got Ned Flanders right on top of the can there. Lost Coast Brewery, 5% ABV. There it is.
So I don't know if that's a real display or what the story is behind that. I don't know. So, but anyway, there it is. Shout out to Causer.
Yeah. Hey, shout out Causer. He put some effort into that.
Yes. So, all right, we're going to move on to Vega.
Which is Vega's most favorite subject is more Vega. So, yeah.
Well, funny you mentioned that, Joe. Just hear what he has to say here. This is from last Saturday.
Okay.
So go to 12:15.
You see, folks,
12:15. Let me pause.
here's something that you need to understand.
Let me go to theater mode. 12:15. There we go.
They were drinking them little bottles.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah. Shout out to that guy. Swole. Swole.
Oh.
Swole.
Oh, see that? Let's see. Come on.
Yeah.
See, now that one he didn't have to push. He's not hurting himself on that.
Shout out to that guy.
Yeah.
Swole.
And then
Swole.
okay. Oh.
Swole.
See. Oh.
It diminished each one of those swole.
Mhm.
You know, he was on such a good
He
roll.
gave too much on the first one. He didn't save it for reserve.
You know, it's like that guy that don't know when to stop. You know? You stop when you're ahead, son.
Yeah.
You don't.
You already won. You don't need to run up the score. Right? Yeah.
Exactly. Come on. You know? Come on. You know, because that W can turn into an L. And I think that might have turned into an L on that deal. Is that all we had on that one, Bum?
No, keep playing.
Now I got to go watch the Share a Ho show so I can listen to everybody talk about me.
Hey, at least he admits it.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
you know what? We will give him credit for admitting it. So, yeah, little round of applause for him for at least admitting who his favorite subject is himself.
Yeah.
So good for him. Okay,
Okay.
got another link here.
Yeah, another quick Vega thing here. Just play right from the beginning.
Okay, here we go. Pulling this up.
I have absolutely nothing to say to you punk bitches.
Oh,
Shout out to my dogs, Coach, and my old friend, Old Big Sid. Used to be.
And that's it.
oh, wow. Okay,
Another shout out to Coach.
all right. I thought I
Yeah.
was gonna get a shout out for a minute.
Yeah.
But all right, I didn't earn it apparently. Okay.
All righty, we will get back to Vega.
Okay.
So we're going to move on to the chairman now. This was on the 6th. So was that Monday night, if I'm not
Yeah.
mistaken?
Probably.
Okay. So the chairman did what I'm not sure the exact amount of time. It was at least a 30 straight hour live stream.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
He wasn't awake that entire time, of course, but the stream went 30 hours. Many hours of that were spent napping. He would come back and then drink, or come back and not drink, and then nap and sleep. And
Yeah.
but anyway, so when you have that type of thing going on, there's going to be some good moments. So we are gonna play some of these moments here from that live stream.
Okay.
And you can just play the whole thing here.
Okay.
So, of course, he's still on a roll about Tom.
Oh, wow. Well, he loves him some Tom.
So we'll start with that.
Yep, just like Tom Wolf. Yep,
Talking about Vega.
Fucking facts. Cigarettes and booze, no money for the fam. Just like Tom Wolf. Tom Wolf getting that third shift money too. Third shift money. What are you doing in Tom Wolf? Well, I gotta buy expensive whiskey, just to impress the Sheriff Clown Show. Nothing for the fam. Guy pulling in that third shift money. Yeah, Tom Wolf pulling that third shift money. What? Yeah, nothing for the fam.
He's really what?
20 dubs. Yeah, fuck you too, Shadows.
He is really concerned
Yeah.
with Tom's third shift money, as he calls it.
Yeah.
And he's concerned. Mark, what do we have to say about his concern about Tom's?
I'm sure it's just out of love for Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
But I don't know. Does he even know what third shift money is?
Yeah. What?
Has he ever worked third shift in his life? I don't know.
Other than his life.
Well, I guess a 30-hour live stream, that's considered third shift, right?
Yeah.
Point that there was a third shift involved, but he slept through it.
Third shift malt, that's about what he knows, right?
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. Tom says, "Hey, man, love you too."
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Love you too.
It's a bromance. It's an internet bromance.
Tom, just know that the chairman is really concerned about your finances, man. He has really, taken he's taking it personally, actually.
Yeah.
He loves loves him some Tom.
Looks to be like,
You know what? I feel like maybe I've been like slacking. I mean, he loves Tom more than I do now.
yeah.
I
I
feel
think
like
he's trying maybe trying to become like Tom's wiser older brother or something. I don't know. Yeah.
yeah, when he already has a brother,
Yeah. Maybe he's trying to like push. I don't know. It's
I'm a little
this weird
confused.
relationship. Yeah.
I feel confused because he already has a family that he's not close to, but he's trying to be close to someone else's family.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe he's trying to give out life advice in some twisted way. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, Nemo might have the answer. Molson Coors used to make a beer called Third Shift Amber Lager.
Not very good.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Oh my God. What else do we have here, Bum?
All right, another clip from this live stream. Now, this is the chairman talking about how he wants to be buried with his Corvette.
Oh, with the Corvette.
Yes, and
That's so. Is it possible to burn them both up? Is that?
I don't think that's what he means here. He's talking about being buried with his like fully intact.
Oh, well, that's a buzzkill. Here we go.
Yeah, I want them to dig enough hole, to put me and my Chevrolet Corvette in the ground. I don't know how much money that's going to cost, but put me and my Chevrolet Corvette in the ground. Maybe I'll work it out. We'll check the number.
Whoa!
We'll
check the numbers.
I'll work it out. We'll check the number.
Oh, go play it again.
We'll check the numbers.
I'll work it out. We'll check the number. We'll check the numbers, Luke.
What the hell was that? We'll check the numbers, dog. We'll check the numbers.
He does that often. When
So how far into the live
come
stream?
out.
How far into the live stream are we here, Bum?
Pretty damn far.
Okay. All right.
That is comical, my friend. Did he ever throw any numbers at how high he thinks this cost will be?
No. We moved on from there, of course.
My God. I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. Do we think he's sincere about this? I don't think he's even. I think he's put more thought into his next cowboy ribeye or whatever you want to call it than he has being buried with his Corvette.
I think that might have just been something that the malt brought out, like in hour 6 or 12 or whenever it was.
Exactly.
Okay, so we have another link here now. This is actually newsworthy. This came from that live stream. So I will say, does everybody remember when the chairman started taking calls and he said, I will never dox you, as far as people's number showing up on his caller ID? He said, I will never dox anybody. Remember that?
Yep.
Oh.
He made that statement.
Yeah.
Well, I don't doubt that the chairman was sincere when he said that.
Here we go.
He meant that he would never intentionally dox anybody.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He never said anything about accidentally doxing somebody.
Yeah.
So
I think I know where this is going. I feel like I accidentally was accused of doxing.
No, I think you did it intentionally, Joe. This was a pure accident on the chairman's part.
Was this deep into the live stream?
This was deep into the live stream. So he dials Nordic Bones. Now, everyone has heard that generic. You have reached the female voice.
Yes.
You have reached the automatic voicemail, blah, blah, blah.
Yes.
And you know that automatic female voice is going to give the phone number at that point.
Yep.
Oh,
Cannot be reached.
yes.
So I'm just going to give him the benefit of the doubt and just assume he hasn't heard that automated female voice too many times. Because really, how many personal phone calls does the chairman make?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is actually one of the few times I have seen the chairman end up speechless and stumbling and bumbling after the fact. You'll see here. And I have scrubbed the audio so we can play this.
Okay, I was wondering because I'm like, I'm going to get hammered again.
No.
The minute I play this.
No.
You did the bleep over the audio. Okay. Yeah.
Because we do not dox anybody on the Share a Beer show.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it is safe to play this link. Geez, I hope I copy and pasted the correct version.
Here we go. It says Nordic Docs. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna call Nordic B. We're gonna call Nordic B. You know.
Jesus.
Look.
My bad, my bad. Yeah, my bad.
There you go.
I'll text her.
Well, he corrected himself.
He corrected himself, and he looked like he was genuinely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was genuinely remorseful, I think, by that.
Yeah.
I feel like that is all because I took it on the chin. I did not. I will continue to. Someone posted a goddamn address in his chat. Who the hell's chat? Why in the hell would someone post an address in there? Now, after I seen it, I was like, this couldn't be. Is this seriously? Then I took a deep dive. You know me, I'm gonna take a deep dive after that. Yeah. I had no idea that was the cat's address. After that, I took a deep dive. Yeah, after that, I will. How the hell do I know? His address got posted in his chat. He's got to take that up with his people. They drop dimes. Okay. I'm getting hammered already. I knew that'd be coming. Yeah. Well, good for him, man. I didn't know what the hell a dox was until now, but I damn sure do now. But yeah, good for him, man. He identified it right away. And I gotta admit, I might not have snapped if I was. Would you have snapped, Mark? That
If I would have called somebody?
If you were calling somebody, and
if I was live doing a live stream, I mean,
you probably wouldn't have done that in the first. But I'm saying,
well, I mean, depending how long my live stream was and how much malt I'd had before then, I can't say that I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But I think I would. Yeah, that would be. I think I would catch myself, but it sounds like he caught himself. I mean, as soon as that first few numbers read out, he caught himself. Is what it sounded like, right? The first couple of numbers.
Jesus, but it was too late for him to.
He couldn't do it, and then you saw him just frantically trying to stand the call, right? Yeah,
exactly.
So I mean, but that's one of those things that. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to, but he caught himself as soon as he did. So
it was a total accident.
It was completely unintentional. Yeah.
So I'm not even sure if Nordic Bones knows that happened. If anybody caught that, I don't know. I just happened to be in the right place at the wrong time watching.
Yeah.
So Coach, did you see your shout out from Vega?
I didn't. I'll have to go back and rewatch it. I just came in here for a quick 20 seconds. A, my chargers are garbage. And B, I'm running the chat. So we can let Neckbone know, any of those other gentlemen in there. I'm running the chat. So, all right, guys. I'll go back and watch it.
Back to chat control.
All right, Coach. See you in, chat master control.
Yeah.
Back in the control room.
Yeah, back in the control room, exactly. Yeah.
All righty.
Oh, that's funny. Immediately. Yeah. Now the Lispa guy. Yeah. I don't know why he's the only one that don't hear it.
No, when you're, you
know what's funny is it didn't used to be there.
It is a recent occurrence.
Yeah, you're correct.
It didn't used to be there in, I don't know if certain parts of public, so I won't say. But it didn't used to be there. But after a particular period of time, it started. That's all I'll say. I'm already Joe Dox, for Christ's sake.
Yeah,
I don't want to be.
Stop while you're ahead, Joe. Stop while you're ahead.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
On to the next clip.
On to the next.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Wait a minute. Oh, my God. Yeah, we've got Troll Monger. He has a gay tongue. Some of this tone is going to get him to come back, boy. Yeah, some of this will bring him back. Why does Vega just... Oh, okay. He's Knuckles. Okay. It wasn't showing anything a second ago, but then it came.
Yeah, there was a delay with me, too. That's why.
An emoji delay of a couple seconds.
That's wild.
I wonder if that is a thing. Like, has that always been a thing if someone puts an emoji, just an emoji?
I don't know. Yeah, does the algorithm hold it for a second? I don't know.
Yeah, that's interesting because you all saw that at the same time I did.
Yeah, it was like
I saw it like a second after you did, Joe. Yeah. You saw it before I did because it was still blank when you said that on my end.
Hey, I saw it right before Joe.
James, what other choice do I have? I have to own it now. I did do it. There's no denying that. For Christ's sake,
just own it.
I like double, quadruple. I don't know what are the words past quadruple, Mark. I have no idea.
Quintuple, sextuple, septuple, octuple.
No, it's like a Google something that's like 1 with 38 zeros behind it. The number of atoms in the universe or something. I mean, it's huge. Yeah. Just do that, whatever that is. It's called a Google Llama or something like that.
Yeah, I have more than doubled down on it. Let's just say I have to own it at this part, James. Thank you. So I don't know if that's a criticism. It was James criticizing me, or was he just commenting? I don't know. Now I'm kind of doubting. I'm kind of wondering. But I have to at this point, right? Like there's no.
Okay.
It is what it is at this point. All I can do is go. It is what it is.
Okay. No, it's called a Google. It's a 10 to the 100th. So a 10 with 100 zeros.
Oh
No, 10 with 100 zeros behind it. So it's a Google. So just own it. A Google.
Wait a minute. Out of all the people, Nemo says he doesn't hear it. Nemo.
Now, we've never heard Nemo talk live, though. Maybe he has one too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you. I would have never went there. We have not actually heard Nemo talk. He might be one of them.
Tea break.
He might be a lisper.
He
He doesn't know it.
Yes. Thank you. He might be a lisper for all we know. And he is defending all lispers out there.
Well, at least he's keeping everything good with his group.
Oh, Nemo. By the way, I went back to the Bagel Man in Awatuki. For those that don't know, that's another town in Phoenix. That's closer to me. Nemo's in a similar area as I am and is familiar with all these places. I went back to the Bagel Man, got bagels. They were good. But I went back to Buongiorno Friday, got bagels. There's no fucking comparison, man. Fucking goddamn Buongiorno is absolutely top dog as far as New York style bagels in Phoenix, man. I mean the texture, the taste, the bark. What I call the bark, that kind of. Mark, how familiar are you with real, true, authentic New York style bagels?
If I remember correctly, a good New York style bagel is kind of crisp on the outside and chewy on the inside.
Yes.
Right?
Oh.
So that's why you say that bark. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says Buongiorno is the best one. Yeah.
Yeah, the Buongiorno bagels in Gilbert, Arizona. My God. Now they're only open. You know what's funny is all the good bagel shops have their own quirk. The Bagel Man's only open. He's open every day, but he's only open till 11. So you got to get there before 11 a.m. Buongiorno is only open till 2, but they're only open Thursday to Sunday. So they all have their quirk. Now, Bum, I would assume, has good bagels in your area, correct or no?
Yeah, I'm sure if you head to the Squirrel Hill neighborhood of Pittsburgh, where you were, Joe, with me for Minio's Pizza, which is already 3 years ago, if you can believe it.
God, ain't that something?
Yeah. Yes, that would be the section of town that would have the best bagels.
And poor Bum, by the way. Poor Bum. Because, man, I am ignorant on certain things, and the Jewish community is one of them. And there's a lot of Jews in the East, and I am not familiar with the culture. So when I'm not familiar with something, I really want to know about it. And I'm like, oh, Jews! Bum, did I not have that reaction?
Yes, you did.
And poor Bum, he...
No, I was fine with it. You didn't shout it out loud enough for them. Like, look, Hasidic Jews.
Yeah. I was like, that's the ultimate for someone like me. I was like, that's Oh man, Bum handled it like a champ. God bless you, man. Yeah, so you know, anyway, I have had many authentic, of course, in New York bagels. And some of the Jewish bagel shops are some of the best as far as I'm concerned. But my goodness, man. The first time I had Barngiorno, God, I went back over and over and over again. And it's a 35 to 40-minute drive from my house with no traffic. So I'm like, all the way out there for a bagel? Are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? So I typically try to go out there while I'm working, and catch them on my lunch break, something like that. But I'm only going to work so much longer, right? And then sooner or later, I'm going to have to trek out there on my own. So I thought, oh, bagel man, 20 minutes away. They're pretty good. Went out there. You know what I'm saying? Dude, what gets you with the bagel man, not to say that they're not really nice at Buongiorno, they're just insanely busy. They're busy. And so because they're so busy, they kind of have that New York kind of attitude to you as well. They're nice. Trust me, they're super nice, but they're just busy. So they're like, yeah, here you go. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? The bagel man, it's him and his wife. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, you're a truck driver. Have a cup of coffee, please. I'm like, I can't. I'm driving. I'll piss for the rest of the day, for Christ's sake, if I have another cup. You know what I mean? Oh, no, please, please, please. And he's throwing bagels in my bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, no. I'm good. Dude, they were absolute sweethearts. Couldn't have been nicer. I mean, oh my God. Every review I had ever seen about the Bagel Man and Awatuki is absolutely true. They treated me just like all the reviews said. They're sweethearts. I love them. Their bagels aren't as good. Okay. I'm like, oh my God. Bargiotto's bagels have that bark, that chew, that flavor. They're just 20 minutes farther. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I need those bagels closer to me. So all that to say, Nemo, I did my research. Anybody else that's in the Phoenix area, in the south of the metro area, more specifically, you might feel my pain. If you are in the Phoenix area and you've had a Barngiorno, and I can get a bagel like that somewhere closer, that'd be awesome. I feel like it's not possible because those are phenomenal. You know how it is when you find bakery that makes a bread that you like, right? I used to, on the west side of Phoenix, meaning in Avondale, Goodyear area, I had a bakery that made phenomenal sourdough. I mean, sourdough. Unfortunately, you know what's amazing too is she was Swedish, but I feel like she was from Australia or something. She was an immigrant. She went out of business. God bless her. She had a condition or something that happened. I forget the technicalities. Young gal, wasn't quite even 30 years old. Phenomenal sourdough bread. Oh my God, she was blowing up. And stopped selling sourdough, man. But thankfully, with sourdough, there's many other niche peoples you can get on Facebook Marketplace. Probably literally find someone in your neighborhood. Literally in your neighborhood. We found 2 others 3 minutes from us on Facebook Marketplace that super small batch. They'll make maybe 24 loaves. You reserve them. You go pick them up at your local church or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they phenomenal. So we did find a source for sourdough, but bagels? You gotta know how to do a bagel. Same thing with sourdough, but I feel like bagels. What do you say, Bum? I see that smirk.
No, I'm just listening.
I mean, bread is a tricky thing. Don't you feel like bread, right? When you're ready to make a sandwich, is 50% of the sandwich, isn't it? Neck bone might be on to me already. That neck bone might be. Joe D's must be hungry again. Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah. I might be. Yeah. Let's get back to Billy D. Yeah. I might have went on too long about bagels. I'm probably going to hear about this. This might be another ice cream thing. Where's Tom when I need him? And Nemo says I know every spot. Me and Nemo still have yet to meet up.
Yeah,
I'm
you
gonna
guys
be
should.
off after this next week. I'm going to be off, Nemo. We should have a beer. Last 2 weeks, we should have a beer. We should meet up, have a beer.
Do it, Nemo.
Yeah.
Long overdue.
Then we can find out if he's a lisper.
If he's a lisper or not. Yeah.
Absolutely, yeah. So what have we now, Bum? What's next?
All right, this is probably going to be the highlight of this week's report. Mark, I was praying you were going to be here for.
Yeah, I just had to snort a line, as they said in the chat. So I'm good now. I'm good. I'm wired. Next few hours. Let's go.
No, but I mean, this is something. If you weren't here this week, I was going to save it till the next time you were on the show. So we have not had one of these for a while. I know you look forward to this little subdivision of the chairman. So it is time for another episode of Higher Mathematics with the Chairman.
Oh, okay.
So, Mark, do you have your pen and paper?
Got my calculator ready.
Do you have your calculator? You got your calculator. Do you have your abacus?
Oh. No, but I can do that in my head. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All righty. So, as we know, as we saw last week, the chairman had that giant burger stuffed with shrimp.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that giant burger stuffed with shrimp. Well, apparently he bought 4 pounds of meat to begin with. So he's going to break down how many burgers he's going to get out of that 4 pounds of meat.
Okay.
So get ready to do the math, Mark.
Okay, I'm ready.
So go to 945.
Okay. So do we want to take any pre-stabs at this? Now, you and I have a figure on how many 4 pounds, how many burgers should come out of that?
I'd say at the most 16. That's what I would say. Quarter pound each, yeah.
Quarter pound it's pretty straightforward.
Now keep in mind you saw that gigantic monstrosity that you had to begin with.
Yeah.
It was stuffed with shrimp.
So
you have to take that into consideration too.
He's gonna say 2 or 3.
Okay. I agree with you with the 16. That at best. Right?
That's the most, yeah.
That's
8 to 16. 8 to 16, I would say, would be a good.
And I'm in complete 100% agree with you. 8 to 16 is the bar. That is the low and the high.
Yep.
Now we'll see. Thanks, Bum, for obliging me with that. Now 9:45. 45. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get straight from the source. Mind you, the burger that we seen over here, okay, that one's damn near gone. This burger is gone by the second. So it's a full burger here. Now, we don't know how big this burger was, but there it is whole. Here it is at 5 minutes. It's half eaten. Okay. Here it is, just before 9 minutes, and it's considerably more eaten. And 9:15, you said
9:45.
45, and here we are at 9:45.
Oh, another bite.
There's hardly any burger left. So here we go. Let's get to some math.
Yep. This gotta be damn near a pound. Damn near.
Damn near.
I got 4 pounds.
Okay.
I did 1 pound, 2 1-pound burgers, and then the other 2 pounds, I'm gonna get 4 burgers out of it. So
Did you?
Okay.
Mark, this is all you, baby.
That would be 6 pounds in my book based on what he just said.
So you're saying 6 burgers, Mark?
Yeah.
Well, he said he did 2 1-pound burgers, and then the other 2 pounds he's going to get 4 burgers.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be 6 burgers. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's rewind the tape. Make sure we heard everything correctly here so far. We want to do him justice here. So here we go.
Yep. This gotta be damn near a pound.
Damn near a pound.
Damn near.
Damn near.
I got 4 pounds.
4.
I did 1 pound, 2 1-pound burgers, and then the other 2 pounds,
Other 2.
I'm gonna get 4 burgers out of it.
So
So
you get 4. So those are half pound each.
what's probably gonna happen is, I get 4 pounds
Oh.
and get
Oh boy.
8 burgers out of it.
Okay.
Okay, Mark, make it happen.
Okay. He said 4
Make
pounds,
it happen.
2 burgers, damn near a pound. Okay, that takes
Yeah.
down 2. The other 2 pounds, he's going to make 4 burgers. So
Yeah.
4 plus 2 equals 6. And then 10 seconds later, he says it equals 8. I don't know.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
Close. Yeah.
Yeah. You're
So, so I don't know. Was he thinking that he did the first 2 were 1 pound and he would take half pound for the other 2? But then if he was really going to do it over again, he would take 4 pounds and do 8 ounces each. So that would give him 2 burgers per pound. Maybe that's what he was thinking. All right.
that head's hurting. That's all I know.
Yeah. Malt liquor math, like James says. Malt
That
liquor math.
Bass Pro Shops hat is really hurting right now. It is.
I did see some steam coming out of the mask, so I don't know.
Woo!
What's probably gonna happen is, I get 4 pounds
He's thinking here.
and get
His mouth
8 burgers out of it.
twist. Okay.
Of 80-20, dog. 80-20.
I swear, Joe, if we're taking 2 weeks off, I'm going to make an 80-20 compilation video.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll at least have the time to do it.
Yeah.
I usually don't. It's hard enough doing what I do now,
Exactly.
but I just don't have the time to do what I want to do, and that's one of the things I want to do.
Oh,
Wow.
that would be awesome.
We got a lot of 80-20 material over the last few weeks. So
Oh yeah,
yeah.
and lots we haven't played.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is.
There's got to be some 80-20 in that 30-hour live stream too.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, that math made my head hurt.
Yeah,
And I ain't real good at
I mean,
math.
I could kind of see where he was going because he started off with 2 pounds and then he took the other 2 and made 4 burgers. So that would be half a pound each. And then he kind of jumped after he kind of thought about it really hard. And then he said, 4 pounds, 8 burgers. Yeah. So, I mean, At least he didn't come out with like 38 burgers or something. Out of 4 pounds.
We don't know.
4 pounds,
No.
38 burgers. That would be like Crystal Sliders then, or White Castle Sliders.
What's funny is he's still stuck on the 80-20, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That is just that's
His brother told the Swole Bandit told him that 80-20 is
Yes.
what you get.
Yes.
Yeah.
well, Nemo has it right. The iPhone 13 has a calculator.
Yeah.
It has a calculator.
But why do that when you can do it in your head? I mean, yeah.
True.
Now remember, Joe, I don't know if you were old enough, but you probably were, Bum, in school. Were you like when calculators were becoming popular? Do you remember teachers saying no calculators? You have to do it the right way.
Yeah, and then calculators started showing up.
Yeah.
Because they assumed that we knew how to do the math
Yeah.
at that point.
Yeah.
So then the calculators
Yeah.
were just to, take us to the next level.
Yeah. But I distinctly remember teachers saying that you can't use calculators. You're not allowed to use calculators.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I was gonna crack open this particular Boston lager for my next beer, which was one of these remastered ones.
Mm-hmm.
You remember when they came out with these? I have no idea what the date is on this bad boy, but I'm gonna hold back on it because I feel like Bum might have sent me this Rusto Rail Brewing.
Oh, was that the Crunch Bot?
Oh, the great.
Oh no, I may have given that one to you in person, Joe. I didn't send it to you.
Oh, okay.
When you came here, I think I fished that out of my beer cellar.
Out of your personal cellar.
Yeah.
Went into my cellar, which is already, as you documented, 3 years ago now.
Yeah.
And so Lord knows how long it was in your cellar. And
that one still might be good. You never know.
Yeah.
You never know. And now it's 10% ABV, 20 IBUs. And this is an Imperial Brown Ale aged in rum barrels. Phenomenal artwork on the can, man. No charge. Absolutely love the artwork on the can. Rusty Rail, absolutely nailed that one. I've got one last fresh glass left. Let's crack this open live. Oh, we got a little beer spittage here. And let me get around my microphone, and I like to launch a nice little stream of beer so you kind of see it. Oh, look how nice and clear that is. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That is beautiful. Look at that for a brown ale.
Yeah, their Crunch Bot is kind of like that. It was like a translucent brown ale.
Oh man, this is incredible. Okay, so you do get those nice caramel kind of notes. They're real subtle. Nothing's too crazy just yet. Let me get a photo of it. All right, nothing's too crazy just yet. Okay. Nice bready malty notes. I got a little bit of lip linkage. Excuse me. Somehow I missed my lip. I don't know how the hell that works. Okay. There is, it says it was aged in rum barrels. I am getting quite a bit of barrel. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it definitely has some of that rum barrel heat.
Still. Wow.
Ain't that something? Good on Rusty Rail, man. This is really good. Now, it doesn't linger in the throat. It's calmed down. When you're drinking it, you get some of that big alcohol burn, if you will, that big alcohol barrel flavor, but it calms down immediately. It's super light bodied. Look at that. See how it just swirls around real nice and easy. It is a traditional brown ale as far as that goes, but it's just really big in alcohol. The alcohol is not hidden. It is right there. Fantastic job on this one. I feel like this is a tricky one to pull off in a barrel aged rum barrel. I mean, a rum barrel aged imperial brown ale, 10% ABV, 20 IBUs is tricky to pull off. And even though it is probably, even for a imperial brown ale, is still probably way past its prime. I think they still did a hell of a job. Got to give it to them. I don't know. How long do you think you might have had it, Bum?
Oh, I had all mine when they were fairly fresh.
Oh, okay. So, and gosh,
Yeah, I just held on to the one for whatever reason.
So it's more than likely within a 5-year time frame of what we like to think of as prime for barrel aged beers.
What's the ABV on it again?
10.
Okay, so it's what, maybe 4 years old at this point? You think, Bum, you had it for about a year before before you gave it to Joe?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, yeah, I mean, assuming you didn't keep it in your temperature controlled storage, Joe, it's probably okay.
No, this was actually in the temperature controlled, meaning room temperature.
Okay.
Kept.
Yeah, oh, yeah, it's really good then. Yeah.
So, yeah, this was I tell you, man, for a brown ale, you know, a barrel aged brown ale is not a rum barrel specifically is not easy to pull off.
Yeah.
Really not, especially at that high in ABV. And this was, I like what Nemo says, high fructose corn sauce. I would love for someone like Nemo to sample some of the beers that I have. It's an absolute treat when someone does come over and I start whipping stuff out, and just to see what other people think, you know, other than me and my roommate, you know, because well, Pat comes over. He's had many beers here, that's for sure. Coach has had many beers here, that's for sure. It's fun. You know what I'm saying? It's fun to share these sorts of treats like this. You know, what can you say, Mark? You know, Bum. You know, these two, like Bum sharing this with me right now, and it's 3 years after the fact. It's still fun, though, isn't it? In a way, Bum.
Oh, certainly. Actually, I had forgotten I gave that to you, so it is fun.
I knew it was something that came from you because I still put I like to put little. This is a piece of tape, you know, painting tape. You
like
know,
frog tape.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have different colors for different things, and that one is blue. That's why it's not showing up. But I have different pieces of tape, and that tells me that like that came from you, actually. So, yeah, I didn't write the date. Typically, I will write the date or at least a month and a year. And I wish I would have, but I didn't. So I had an idea that came from Bum. So I was like, well, Bum will know.
Yeah. It's a rusty rail. You got it from me.
Something tells me Bum will have an idea, right? What? Oh, wait. What is this? If Cody's saying something, I have to put it on screen. Jody flipped out of those floppers,
which is usually what he says about wits from what happened a couple years ago.
Oh. And then what? Why is Huffy saying R.I.P. Big Pum?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know what that's.
Only Huffy knows.
Yeah, who can keep up with Huff, right? Oh, what beer glass is that? This actually is a Casa Amigos tequila glass that was given to me by the roommate's son, who takes a lot of foodie trips and also has his own restaurant here in Phoenix and is a chef. And Casa Amigos happens to give him a lot of tequila. So this came from him, actually. Thank you very much. So if you're here in Phoenix and you want to go to a nice little pinky out type of restaurant that is super trendy, get your big credit card out and go to Dahlia. Dahlia, I happen to know a couple of guys over there and a gal. Yeah, a few gals actually. Go to Dahlia and you'll be treated very well. A phenomenal restaurant, by the way. Should have promoted them a long time ago, but I don't. But they don't need it. They don't need it. They're an absolute. They're killing. They're killing. Absolutely killing. Started in a few other places actually. So yeah, they're killing it. I mean, they're absolutely. Yeah. Get the big credit card though. Go over there, check them out. If you like seafood, tapas, all that sort of thing, man, all the fancy stuff, pinky out, total pinky out experience. You'll love it. Yeah, Nemo knows the place. Yeah, the roommate's sons are the chefs. Yeah, half own the place. Yeah, yeah, Dahlia's great. They have really good wine menu. Yeah, that's the place I reference quite a bit. That came completely unpromoted. All right, Bum, what else do we have here?
Well, as we know, the chairman is not just grilling burgers. He's, that ninja knows no limits. And we already know the chairman purchases hot dogs to put in the microwave to wrap in waffles.
Yep.
So he's already got the hot dogs on hand. So it would just be totally logical that he would put the hot dogs on the ninja, right? And yeah. So we all know what hot dogs on the grill look like, right? The way you put them on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see how the chairman does it.
Okay.
You can just play the whole thing, Joe. It's a short.
Oh, awesome. Okay, great. Yeah, I'd like to hear that.
More cooking lessons from the chairman.
Yeah, more cooking lessons from the chairman. We all know that, there's a lot to learn from the chairman. Here we go.
Got to get those grill marks on the hot dogs.
By the way, that's the sound of that damn thing warming up, right?
Uh-huh.
It's cranking up to 100.
Click, click, clicking up to 500 degrees. Look.
What?
Oh, what is that chunk? Do you?
I kind of thought that would be the way he would line them up. Yeah.
Oh, why? Okay, look. If you, okay, F it, man, F it. It is what it is. Just put it over a couple of grill marks, and there's not.
Oh yeah, put it over that black spot there. Yeah, all that extra carbon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here it is. What it is. Here we go.
Up to 11.
Oh my god. Oh. Oh,
Oh,
So
wow.
there you go. Actually, Causer ended up making a comment saying, "For God's sakes, it shows you the way to put them on the grill on the packaging itself."
Yeah.
it does.
So,
Now, you look
so
on the packaging, no artificial flavors or colors, no byproducts, no MSG added. You can see the way it suggests that you serve them, right? The grill marks are across,
yeah,
right? You can clearly see.
yeah. But just like Beavis and Butthead, they look at that and they're like, words, words, words.
Look, here's Causer 2 days ago. The grill marks direction is on the packaging. Good God. Did long marks the grill marks? 3 replies, by the way. What do you know about food? All you get is whatever comes from the feeding tube. We will never forget. The earth is flat, but the ninja has a slight curve. Wieners may roll if set the other way. Grill marks are perfect. Oh my God. God help these people. Lay them horizontally at least. Exactly. It's beef, folks. Where's the Eggo waffles? Oh, God help these people. Your activity for the day. 2 replies. Let's click that. And yours is leaving. Tiny timing is always an option that people should consider. Oh my God. God help these people. God help these people. Bum, what do we say here?
Okay. Well, I will say the chairman, to his credit, did a follow-up video with the hot dogs going in the correct direction,
Okay.
and he admitted his mistake. Yeah.
Oh,
Even in a community post, he admitted his
oh my
mistake.
God. Woo! Woo! Oh,
Okay, from here we're going to move on to what the chairman does best after a bunch of malt.
yeah.
So go
Nap
to
time?
no, good guess though. Go to 18 minutes.
18 even. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna let it play while I get to the 18. There we go. Wait a minute. I just had to think a second or two about what the hell I think I was hearing. What, Mark? Was he in your world for a second?
I think he might have been with me at the last opera I was at. He
Well,
recorded that. Yeah.
he was in your world for a second.
Yeah. He was. That was some opera music.
In a moment, you'll know what it is,
Let's.
especially when there is good.
What the hell was I hearing?
You have a stomach ache.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yes, Bill, you're getting a stomach ache. You have a stomach ache. It isn't any fun to play.
No, it's not. Okay, mind you, let's note what we have here. We have a full bratwurst is what it looks like, and burger. Now, Mark, do you think this is one of the burgers that was described after the big
Yeah, I
one?
think this is one of the burgers that came out of the 4 pounds of 80/20.
Yes.
Yeah.
This
Or
is-
6, depending, or 32, depending on his math. Yeah.
Exactly. I think this is one of those.
Is that his hot dog? Is that the hot dog he's been cooking too?
Poor
Yeah.
Bill.
Okay.
And so, mind you, we've got other brats or hot dogs, whatever they are, laying here. Okay, so let's get to the 18 that Bum noted. Okay. Now here we are. The hot dog is gone. Half the burger is gone. Now we heard the sound, and the sound prior to all that being gone, prior to the half of the hot of the, I'm sorry, prior to the half of the hamburger being gone, we heard sound of belly aches and upset stomachs and possibly food poisoning. Now the hot dog is missing off of this black platter. And we have a half. I don't know. I feel like there was another brat here where I'm pointing with my mouse.
Yeah, there was. It's
And
gone.
now we have a half-eaten brat. So there's a full brat missing, a hot dog missing, and half a hamburger, and then part of another brat eaten. And this is the point where Bum brought us in at 18 minutes into the video. Here we go.
As Vanilla Ice says, you know.
Whoa. Okay, I got to stop it there already. There's a Vanilla Ice reference? Who in the hell has ever referenced Vanilla Ice? Who? This guy.
Yeah.
Mark, you're a contractor. Has any of your clients ever referenced Vanilla Ice? When they call you, Mark, you know what, man? I heard this and I heard that, and internet, TikTok, I heard in Instagram, I heard in Facebook. Have they ever said Vanilla Ice?
No, I don't remember Vanilla Ice being mentioned in any conversations. But hey, obviously the chairman still remembers Vanilla Ice.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody's got to be the first for everything. So.
That's right. Yep. Let's hear what he says.
I'm going to rewind it just a little bit, and let's hear what he says. Exactly like Mark said.
As Vanilla Ice says, you know, as Vanilla Ice, but
can't even get it all out of his damn
in the bloodstream. As Vanilla Ice said, oh my God, drop that zero, get with a hero.
Whoa!
Drop that zero.
Did Vanilla Ice say that? When we always I have personally referenced that. Is that a Vanilla Ice quote?
I have no doubt Vanilla Ice said it. I have no clue as to whether he originated it, though. I'm gonna guess no, but I'm sure he said it.
Oh, okay. I'm playing the tape. Here we
go. I personally said at one point, "Give me liberty or give me death." I'm not the one who.
Oh no! Wait a minute! I did some research. Look at this. I'm going to share my screen.
Oh, share the screen.
This is going to be. Look. Top.
Wow.
No, I don't want to see the Google ads. Okay. See? Top 20. There's Vanilla Ice. Right? There he is. Looking pretty good.
We're not seeing it.
Top 25 quotes. Drop that zero and get with the hero right there.
Yeah, we can't see your screen share, Mark.
We just see you.
Just see me? Oh, you don't want to see me. Let's find out right. There. How about that? Can you see that now? No? Okay. Well, anyway, it says drop that zero and get with the hero.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. See right there. Drop that zero and get with the hero. And there he is.
Wow.
Mr. Ice right there. Anything less than the best. Anything less than the best is a felony, says Vanilla Ice.
Wow.
So
Oh my God.
See? Yeah.
Is that
real?
what we
Yeah.
truly got the reference from, Bo?
Wow.
Billy D, say it ain't so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that where we got that reference from? Is that truly? Oh, I mean, out of all the most horrific things to come from this show, the chairman letting us know that the reference came from Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. And also remember, he also said negativity spreads faster than any Justin Bieber song.
Oh, the horror continues, bum.
Well, I think it was also Vanilla Ice that said, "I didn't rip off that Queen song." Their song,
Dun.
the bass line in their song in Queen song went dun 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 dun
Yeah.
dun 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 dun, and Vanilla Ice said, "My song goes dun 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 dun," with that extra eighth note there.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Heads are hurting, is all I know. Heads are hurting. Wow. Where do we go from here?
Wow.
I have no idea. So let me again share the screen here, and let's play the tape.
Me, Birch. That's me.
Can you see the screen at all? No.
No.
Let me redo this.
No. Still.
Let me redo it. Let me stop it and then redo it so we make sure.
Joe, is that Rusty Rail kicking in? Maybe
it's the Rusty Rail, perhaps. Yeah, I myself, I'm unsure at this time. No, what happened was I had to. It popped up on the screen that I had to permit Mark permission.
okay.
To share his screen, so that
okay. All right.
that interrupted my screen share. So now mine screen share is back up. So I actually had to use brain power here to get the show back on track.
So that was basically it from that video, Joe. Just him mangling Vanilla Ice said.
Oh, okay. So all that was for nothing. Thanks, Bum.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
So that will live on the internets forever.
No, but since you got the screen back, we have a little bit more, and I know Mark, you're probably going to want to go soon. So we are going. We're going to skip some stuff here.
I agree with Nemo, because Vanilla Ice is quoted to say "word to your mother," and I believe it was "word to your mother B." Wasn't it "word to your mother B"? Because I feel like that was like the whitest thing you could ever say was "word to your mother B," instead of just "word to your mother." I feel like someone else said "word to your mother," but Vanilla Ice said "word to your mother B," and if you ever said "word to your mother," then someone would always throw "word to your mother B" in that, and that was a Vanilla Ice reference. And that was like one of the whitest things you could ever see. Am I remembering that wrong?
I'm not. I don't know. I'll have to take your word on that one.
I feel like there was another black hip hop artist that said "word to your mother" and would say it a lot, but Vanilla Ice said "word to your mother B," and that was the difference. I don't know. I could be wrong.
He did say a lot of people don't remember anything since Ice Ice Baby, but I've got 3 records out since then, and they're all successes, but not commercially. So there you go.
So success is in his mind.
That's right.
In
Yeah.
his mind, yes.
Yeah. All righty.
We have another link.
Yeah, we got Vega here, and just start at the intro here.
Okay. Absolutely.
This is actually from yesterday, I believe.
Oh, wow. This is fresh.
Yep, fresh.
Fresh. I'm sorry, minute 60?
No, right from the intro.
Yo, yo, yo. I hope everybody out there is enjoying their Friday. Everybody except for that clown.
Uh-oh.
And except for you, WB.
Oh.
And except for you, Mustard May.
Oh.
And except for you, dumb cunt.
Oh.
And except for you, Fat Joe.
Oh! Damn it! I thought You know, Mark, as it kept going on, I thought I was going to...
Yeah, you thought you'd get left out. Yeah. Get left out of the party.
And I was included on that party. Damn it. Okay, let me rewind a little bit.
WB. And except for you, Mustard May. And except for you, dumb cunt.
Yes?
And except for you, Fat Joe.
Ah!
And except for you, Ned Flanders.
Oh!
And except for you, Teen Wolf.
Oh!
And except for you, fucking pencil neck Mark.
Oh, yes!
And except for you, Rod J. And except for you, Earth.
Oh, Earth!
We're going back in time here.
Yeah.
Earth! Even Earth got blasted on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, then I can take mine.
Yeah.
Because Pencil Neck got his, Ned Flanders got his, Earth got his, and did
Rod J got his.
Rod J.
Now, we haven't heard anything about the Lithber yet, so let's see.
Yeah, let's
have anything?
rewind the tape a little
You
more.
fucking pencil neck Mark.
Okay, there's Mark.
And except for you, Rod J. And except for you, Earth.
Okay.
But Coach, I hope you're enjoying your Friday, Coach.
Oh, wait a minute.
Check this out.
Whoa, ND 2020 spiked.
Oh, man.
Who
Looks like he's enjoying his Friday. Wow.
Who in the hell has even seen MD 2020, let alone spiked?
Yeah, see, Coach still has the love. Yeah.
A lot of love for Coach there.
Yeah.
Is there any doubt?
Morgan
Is there
David,
any
2020.
doubt? I have no words for this product that is shown on the sweet taste, smooth finish, hard bite.
I've been known to house Mad Dog 2020s in like 90 seconds or whatever. This will not be one of those occasions.
That's 20% ABV.
I had this bottle for a while.
It says on
I've only taken a sip out of it because, folks, this shit is rough. If you think regular Mad Dog is rough, nah. This is rough.
Okay, I'm going to pause it. Let's have a Mad Dog conversation. I remember Mad Dog pretty much, at least in my mind, my default Mad Dog was always grape. Mark, your default Mad Dog, your immediate, when you see
the only Mad Dog I've had has been grape. Yeah. And it was a long time ago, but it was grape when I did have it. Yeah.
Bum, your default.
Never had a sip of Mad Dog my entire life.
Really?
No. I always heard about it, always, heard people talk about it. Never had it.
It literally is the same bottle. He had that same thin bottle.
Yep.
And it came in different flavors.
Yeah.
But typically it was grape.
Yeah. It was just rough, as he said. It's rough. It's rough. It's rough.
You would get, okay, I remember, for me, now this is just me, I remember we'd go get 2 bottles of 2020 in Boone's Farm. And Boone's Farm was always the chaser. Boone's Farm was always the chaser. We'd get Strawberry Hill, right? Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill. That, at least for me, it was always a Strawberry Hill. And it just felt like you'd grab whatever 2020 there was, but it was always, it seemed like pretty much it was going to be grape. And it was rough. And we would chug the 2 bottles of 2020 to 1 bottle of Boone's, and then I ain't even going to tell you what else would follow that or whatever preceded that. I'm not even going to go there, but you'd be done.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
Mark, any stories you care to share, or just as much as you want to share?
I've only had it a few times, and one of them was during a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert in 1986.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Nemo, God bless it. You know what? I forgot about Thunderbird. Sometimes we couldn't get 2020, and we would get a bottle of Thunderbird.
Yeah.
That was actually, I feel like, the roughest. Oh, woo!
I think I might have tried Thunderbird once.
Well, if you tried Thunderbird, MD 2020 is like, it's like top shelf, man.
I'll be back. I got to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Yeah, no, that stuff is, yeah, it's meant for one purpose, even more so than malt liquor.
Right.
That is for sure.
You know, it's funny, since Joe mentioned Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill, I have childhood recollections of knowing that name, Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill. I think maybe comic books that I would buy back then had ads in the back for various things you could buy, like T-shirts, like T-shirt ads and different designs. And I'm sure they were iron-ons back then. One of the T-shirt iron-ons you could buy was Boone's Farm Strawberry Hill, and I had no idea.
In a comic book.
Yeah.
To market it to
I had
10-year-olds.
absolutely no idea what that was, other than it was a beverage.
Yeah.
And I knew it was a beverage I was not allowed.
Back in the good old days when advertising was real.
Yeah. Oh, and Nemo just brought up Night Train, which I've also heard of but never tried. Yeah. Or how about shout out to Fred Sanford, Ripple,
yep.
Which they do not make anymore. I looked it up.
I've had Thunderbird, I've had MD 2020. I haven't had any of the other stuff. Those are the only 2.
Oh man, Night Train, bro. Bro, the memories here, man, is insane.
Or the non-memories.
Non-memories. The forgets are insane.
You gotta love Nemo, man. I swear to God, that is ringing a bell. Bro, all these things are ringing a bell. Woo, man. Let me tell you, man. I'm not telling. I'm not telling. I'm saying I'm not telling. We're not going there. I'm telling you, some of them stories just have to stay buried.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They got to stay buried. That's the way that works.
Yeah.
That's the way that works. Whoo! Let's just say, Mark Bum, we had our good times pre-social media, pre-smartphones.
Yep.
And thank God.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, there wasn't a ton of them with me, but there was enough where I've said, thank God.
Yeah, thank God there wasn't social media.
Yeah.
Smartphones, yeah.
Right? I mean, woo!
That was, yeah.
Woo! Man. I'll drink to that. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Although there may be an audio tape out there circulating of me hovering over a toilet and violently assaulting that toilet.
Okay.
On my hands and knees. Yeah.
Nemo, you know what? Buzz balls fascinate me. I remember when buzz balls came out. I remember when they came out, and I was like, what the hell is this? You know? And that was towards the end of that stage. And I've seen buzz balls recently, and I'm like, God damn, those things are still around. And apparently they are. And they got a million more flavors of buzz balls.
Aren't they just like a double shot, basically, with a little bit of fruit juice? I mean,
basically.
I mean, I see them. I see them on the checkout lines of the liquor store.
Yes.
I've never bought them. I've never bought one. But.
And not your good liquor stores.
No.
They're like real.
Yeah, the ones with the guy with the Glock standing by just for security. Yeah, those are the ones you want to get them at.
Yeah. The liquor stores that have the bulletproof glass between you and the guy you're buying your liquor from.
That's where you get the buzz balls.
That's where you get the buzz in that part of town, right? Yeah. The buzz balls, and they've got bigger buzz balls now. They don't just have those small ones. They got big ass buzz balls now. I'm blown. I remember seeing these things, and I'm like, "What in the f?" All right. I mean, they still got these things around.
Well, based on your description, Nemo, I don't think I'm glad I've never tried one. It's terrible quality fortified wine and malt beverage mixed.
Yeah. Ooh, sounds delicious.
Yeah.
They're effed up, man. They're the first time you have one, you swear it's going to be the last time you ever have, and that's why I'm shocked that they're still around. They come in different flavors.
Oh yeah,
and I remember being shocked when I seen them for sale recently, because I remember sampling them 20 years ago.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this product is still around. But
they still sell, enough.
They'll sell enough, just like you said, Mark. It's insane. It really is. Anyway, let's get to Vega's video here. I apologize, bum. Where
that was basically it for Vega's video, but I will give you a spoiler here. He didn't like that mad dog.
Okay. Let's watch it. I want to see his reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not sure. You will have to navigate yourself, Joe, to get his reaction.
Big bark, hard bite. That just sounds like something you want to drink.
2020, I believe, is like 12%, 14%, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The shit it was. I thought it was 20%.
This shit is 20%
on the front. Yeah. 20%.
And this is the grape.
Right, Mark.
Grape.
Did we not say that it was grape? It's always
like the OG. That's the OG flavor there.
That's the OG. I don't know what it is about 2020, but it was. They had other flavors, bum. But I swear to God, the one that you
looks like the original Welch's was regular grape juice. Yeah.
I do enjoy grape Mad Dog, but this right here. This is a different animal, folks.
Man.
As Nemo says, the only grape wine made without grapes.
Ooh.
And a twist cap. Sweet.
Ooh, shit.
Exactly.
That's funky as a motherfucker right there.
Yeah. When you got to have a Swiss or Sweet Chaser,
Oh yeah.
come on, man. That, 2020 has never been enjoyed any differently. Those were the days when I would get Swiss or Sweets. The 5-pack. I think it was a 5-pack or 5
Yeah.
Mark.
Yeah. What was the other one? White Owl? Was that the other one? Or Dutch Masters? Dutch Masters.
Yeah. Oh my God, the memories. Okay. I'm trying to forget these memories.
I always say there was a night in Reno in 1988. That's all I'm going to say. One night in Reno.
Oh my
1988.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay.
So Havana's here. He's like, thank God I didn't miss the report. No, you came late, Havana, but yeah, we're still here.
Oh my God. Yeah, that is rough. Let's play a little more.
I don't think I'll be making another purchase of that. Nope.
Oh my God. Whew. I haven't actually smoked a cigar in a while.
I haven't either.
Yuck.
That's why. Yuck.
And by the way, a good cigar. Let me just preference it. Swiss or Sweets are never really a good cigar. What other link do you have here?
All right, we're gonna wrap things up. We got the final word from the chairman, and this is from that live stream from earlier.
Okay.
But I figured this would be the final word.
Okay. Here we go.
Just watch him. Everything seems to be going fine.
Until it isn't.
Seems to be, right. Thank you. By the way, the video is 1/625 choke. He's just sitting there. By the way, okay, let's rewind it all the way to the beginning. What do we have here? We've got a Donald Trump. I don't know. Is that life size? Whatever in the hell it is. We've got a Donald Trump image.
Yeah.
And we've got a plate. It might have been black at some point. And it's got evidence of something being on it. I have no idea what the hell was on it. We've got a phone box. It apparently had a phone in it at some point. It was a new phone at some point. We have a phone sitting on top of it. We have about an inch or so of malt left in this oldie 40 ounce left. We've got 3 stacks of Amazon $1 bills sitting here. We've got probably 100-year-old flat screen TV sitting on top of these St. Ides and Colt 45 boxes, and a who knows what in the hell old that these 2 American flags are. And that's the scene. So we play it from there. Mind you, you don't see anything floating around in the air. There's he appears to be indoors. We have a light shining off to his right shoulder, down from his right shoulder. There's no appearance from that light that there is any sort of obstructions in the air or anything. We have a video that is titled 1/625 choke.
Well, that's my title.
I realize that,
Yeah.
but that is what it is titled. So you can assume that there is going to be some choking involved. You don't know where it is coming from, but again, I am just describing the static scene that we are seeing here is all I'm doing. And we hit play. He is simply breathing, kids, is what I'm saying. He's breathing.
All good so far.
Nothing else but breathing air. We assume in through the nose, which is somewhere in this area, and out through, I don't know, this pipe hole here, which is somewhere in this area. That's all that's happening so far. We are 6 seconds in. That's all that's happening.
I can't get nothing with you. Fuck yeah, I'm not the type to get out with DWI. I'm the type that can you connect with the fuck.
Man.
I haven't done anything. That's all I'm saying. Dox me all you want. I haven't done anything. I didn't make a joke. I'm playing it through.
Okay, we're all good now.
I played it through, right, Bum? I played it straight through purposely. I laid out the scene so we can all agree what we were actually seeing on the screen before I hit play. And he was choking to death. I don't know.
But he recovered. Now we're back to doing what we do best here.
And this was part of the 30-hour live stream?
Yes.
Okay. No,
I forget which hour this
was. That the burger and the hot dog and the brat were on. I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did the 5,000-pound burger and the quarter-pound hot dog?
Maybe that was it. Maybe he was choking on the beef.
Yeah. What? Do we know what might have caused the choking?
I cannot remember what he was eating during the live stream.
There is evidence of something being eaten on this platter.
Yeah.
That was. I think we saw that in an earlier.
Because we can see 3 grease spots where something used to be, and crumbs off to the side where something used to be. And we clearly get the thumbs up with the rest of the old E800 that was in the bottle.
Which is the international symbol for I'm not choking anymore.
Yeah. It's all good, guy.
Thank you, Bum. We appreciate it. That was phenomenal reporting, by the way. Absolute excellent malt liquor report. As always, thank you, Billy D. We appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Solid malt liquor report, as always. We got the Switch malt liquor sign out in the background. Thanks. We appreciate it, Bob. Thank you. Solid as always. I mean, what do you say after that? You know what I'm saying? It's like, whew, wow. You know, that guy choking to death. Like
he's lived to do another live stream at some point.
Yeah, he has lived to do another live stream. We will go a little long, Mark. If you need to drop out, I understand. Bum, if you need to drop out, I understand. Not a problem at all. We'll go a little long. We'll go as long as necessary on this one because we will be gone for 2 more weeks. As a matter of fact, this is the last show of the month. We won't be back till February.
So you're pretty sure no show next Saturday?
I'm gonna operate as if there won't be You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's fine.
Just because to give a reference, my father, who I'll be visiting, lives out towards San Bernardino. If anybody knows where San Bernardino's at, it is safely out of the fire zone, not necessarily out of the smoke zone, which is my concern visiting, because if the smoke heading into Wednesday and Thursday starts getting too heavy, I can't take it. I have had severe asthma. I don't talk about it at all. I've had severe asthma since birth. I cannot take it. I cannot function as other people can with severe smoke. So that will cancel my trip. And being that it's not an absolute pertinent trip, I will not. I will cancel without hesitation. You know what I'm saying? I won't know though till Thursday. I wouldn't do something like that till Thursday.
Yeah.
So Thursday is in my mind, my day that, okay, here we are. It's Thursday. I'm supposed to leave tomorrow. I have until Wednesday morning to cancel my hotel, right? Without any penalty. So to me, in my mind, that's my line draw. Does that make sense, Mark?
Yeah, it does. It does. And Bum, you were right. Looks like the Steelers are getting shut out.
21-0 at halftime.
21-0 at halftime.
We are all validated right now, right?
Yep.
We're all validated. Right now, Tomlin should go. And
Tomlin will not go, though.
No.
He's never had a losing season. That'll keep him there.
Yeah, he's just lost at the wrong time.
He is not going to go. The defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator will lose their job. General manager will lose their job, not Tomlin.
No,
I got to admit, you know what? So for someone that absolutely is not from Pittsburgh, for someone like myself, when you listen to that guy, that guy's incredible, man. I want to run through walls when I hear that guy. But I can definitely understand people from Pittsburgh, their position on, we got to get rid of this guy. This guy's no good for us.
Tomlin is very verbose, and there's people who can just bullshit their way through things. Tomlin's one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They can fool you with a bunch of words. The results are what ultimately matters, no matter what somebody says. And
the end results speak for themselves, right?
Yeah,
right. Got you. My thing in rebuttal, and I think that's what the ownership might say, is who can do better. If we're going to get rid of this coach, what coach will do better?
Oh yeah, definitely. And he won't get fired because that's not the way the Steelers do things.
Yeah.
My God, it's now 56 seasons with 3 head coaches.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So they're not going to fire him.
In their defense, though, who can do better? If we get rid of this guy,
that's true.
Who
So many teams go through 10, 5 coaches in 15 years, and they're still as bad as they were when they started anyway.
Oh yeah, and I've seen that happen with
yeah.
I've seen that happen with all pro sports teams. They're like, well, maybe this guy's not responsible, but we just need a general change just to start over, and that doesn't work. And then they just do it every year. So yeah, that's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my only that's one of the biggest things that I respect about the Steelers is that they just don't, you know, without the same sort of you know, like the Cowboys. The Cowboys obviously need a change. And the Cowboys, Jerry Jones obviously needs to do something different. The Cowboys could get another coach in there that I feel like with another general manager and could do a much better job. The Steelers, is it the coach or the general manager?
I can't say.
Yeah.
Because the coach can coach the team that he's given from the general manager.
I just know there have been so many things over the years with with Tomlin,
Yeah.
with Antonio Brown being the textbook example of how not to treat a player, and Antonio Brown. Everyone was like, "Oh yeah," after that hit from Burfict in that Bengals game. Yeah, Antonio Brown was never the same. Anybody who says that was not paying attention to the previous 3 years.
Yeah.
Brown was out of control and a prima donna from the time he joined the team, and Tomlin just coddled him.
Yeah.
Tomlin created the monster that is Antonio Brown.
Oh, so now it's your fault, Bum.
It's my fault.
Yeah. Basically. Fire Bum. Fire the Bum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's literally all Bum's fault.
Bum's fault.
Well, I think the meetup between the three of us would happen before another Steelers playoff victory under Tomlin's watch.
Well, I think if you could schedule something like next August, right before the season starts, I mean, that might be just the
right
you need. Yeah,
that would be the catalyst that the team needs.
Yeah, onto their next Super Bowl victory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This.
You remember back in the day they used to say, what was it? One for the thumb in 81?
Uh-huh.
Now it's gonna be one for the bum.
Yeah.
You guys have the meetup, it'll be one for the bum.
Yeah.
Whoa. What the hell? Yeah.
Yeah, one for the bum in 2031.
Yeah.
Wow.
50 years later.
Yeah.
Wow, 50 years later.
Tomorrow is 50 years for Super Bowl 9 when the Steelers won their first Super Bowl.
Oh,
50 years
right.
tomorrow.
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
1975.
75, January 12th, 75.
Yep.
Wow.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Okay. You know what's fascinating to me? Because I was watching something on Bradshaw. It's fascinating to me that with all this talk that you ever hear, Bradshaw is never really brought up, right? As one of the greatest. I mean, shouldn't he be included in the conversation? The guy won 4.
Yeah, he won 4, and it was, my God, how many seasons did he play full time as a starter?
As a starter, I mean, you know,
less than 10.
The guy was amazing. I remember him because, of course, the Steelers beat the Rams in '79.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'll never forget him because of that. and of course some of the other Steeler greats. They're like cemented in my brain. Even at that young an age, the Steelers were just pounded in my head because of 79. But so is Bradshaw. So I always in my mind think of Bradshaw as one of the great quarterbacks that there ever was. And I'll hear Troy Aikman. I'll hear Josh Allen. I'll hear and with all due respect, Josh Allen and what's his name from the Chiefs are phenomenal quarterbacks. But Bradshaw, you just never hear Bradshaw brought up at all. I'll hear Fran effing Tarkenton brought up before I ever hear Bradshaw.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
I'll hear quarterbacks from Miami, not quarterbacks, but one particular quarterback brought up from Miami before I ever hear Bradshaw. And that's a God blessed shame because that quarterback from Miami never won squadouche. He set some records, but Bradshaw won 4. I don't give a rat's ass how he won them. He won them.
And that might be before, that was because other than the last 2 Super Bowls, that was before the national TV era, as far as national TV exposure. Yeah, for Bradshaw's first like 5 years, that was just like local.
It was just local stuff. Yeah, nobody even knew who he was until he won the first Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until the 80s that the NFL like exploded on TV.
It's a shame because
I think he should be in the top 10 quarterbacks just because of the fact that he did win 4.
Yeah.
How many other quarterbacks have 4 Super Bowl wins?
Right.
I mean, I don't know. Are there any other ones that have 4?
A ton of credit is given to Montana.
Yeah.
I mean,
does he have 4? Does he have 4?
Well, he has. He has 4. Absolutely.
4. Okay.
Yeah. But
that thing is, he went to Ringgold High School, which was only like 20 miles away from Pittsburgh.
Was that Monessen?
Maybe it was. Yeah, Ringgold.
Somewhere down in the Mon Valley. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of halfway between Pittsburgh and Uniontown.
Yeah, yeah.
So he was originally a Pittsburgh guy.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yeah. I used to, when I was in high school, we used to play. Against Ringgold High School. So I remember going to basketball games in the high school. Then it was like home of Joe Montana. So yeah. So yeah, he was from the Pittsburgh area.
Ain't that something? Okay, because the high school that I went to, there was a plaque when you walked in the main gate. I hardly ever walked in the main gate, but when you walked in the main gate of my high school, the first full 4-season class, if you will. So the class that went from freshmen to seniors, that first full class was Joe Gibbs.
Okay.
And that plaque was out there in front, and they would have pictures of Joe Gibbs. And so I remember going to a race and pointing that out to his pit crew, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I've heard him talk about that before, and I'll mention that you were here." You know what I'm saying? And so when I would go to a NASCAR race, they would tell me that they were going to mention that to Joe, and that you were here and you went to his high school, because that was a big deal for him. And so it was kind of cool that I went to and graduated from the same high school as Joe Gibbs. And as you know, he was, of course, the coach of the Redskins. And I don't know, I guess that's a slanderous word these days. You're not supposed to say the Redskins, but that's how I knew it. That's how I grew up, was with the team called the Washington Redskins. And that's how I'll always refer to it. I'm sorry. But he was a legendary, he is a legendary coach, because I'm sure he's still alive, right?
I think he is, yeah.
And a very much winning NASCAR owner.
Yeah.
And so I have much respect for Joe Gibbs that way as well. I always feel like, golly, man, Terry Bradshaw doesn't get his due. Freaking Marino gets due that he doesn't even deserve, in my opinion, and Bradshaw won 4.
I'm still living in that decade. I still exist in that decade. And back then, Bradshaw did get his due finally after the 4th one. But yeah, since then,
yeah.
And Bradshaw was kind of showbiz. He played his guitar and showed up on Hee Haw and recorded his country album.
He was married to JoJo Starbuck.
And he was married to JoJo Starbuck. And so, he was kind of out there as much as you could be out there as far as media in the 70s. But once again, that does not equate to the ESPN, cable, NFL network generation of exposure that exists now.
Yeah. It's like 1/10 the coverage of what people will get now.
There's a ton of baseball players that were like Roberto Clemente. You could say that about Clemente.
Yeah.
He's one of the greatest of all time, but he.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Clemente gets his due.
Yeah.
Well, he does, and I hate to say this, but it's partially because of the way he passed away.
Yeah.
I think if he just retired when he did, he would not have gotten as much due as he has gotten.
You might have a point.
But yeah, I mean, it's really a lot of the great players of all sports from before 1980. It gets overshadowed by average players that get a lot more coverage now, right? I mean, kind of that recency bias.
Ralph Garr hit, my God, was it 388 for the Braves in 1977? Anybody even know who Ralph Garr is?
No.
Yeah, well, I do. In all fairness, I do hear them talk about Ralph Garr a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. I feel like
Antonio Brown gets more coverage now than Terry Bradshaw did.
Yeah.
And
that's all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, for all the wrong reasons. Yeah.
As big a celebrity as Terry Bradshaw is, he's just known as some old guy on the Fox broadcast. He's not known for being one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. And that's a damn shame. I mean, the guy has done and run with some of the best teams of all time, period. You know what I'm saying? God, I'm burping like crazy all of a sudden. But it's a damn shame that Terry Bradshaw doesn't get the publicity that he deserves, the notoriety he deserves. Out of all the players, you can go through baseball, you can go through football, you can go through basketball. Terry Bradshaw, I feel like, is that name that stands out as far as sports celebrities that have not gotten their due. And it feels like he wouldn't get his due until he's dead. Like once he's dead, then you would get the media going, oh, you know what? Bradshaw was this. You only knew him as this guy that was this funny guy on the Fox But he actually did this. Did you know?
Yeah.
He did this. Did you know?
Yeah.
He did this. Did you know? He did that. And I'd be like, you bet your sweet ass I know he did that because he did it against my Rams. And I've been a Ram fan my whole damn life to the bone. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I am well aware of Terry Bradshaw.
Well, I will say, even in Pittsburgh, people love him, but he is not the icon in Pittsburgh that a lot of people are. And Bradshaw has always had a love-hate relationship with the city and with his tenure here. He definitely had problems with Chuck Knoll.
Yeah.
For one.
It butt heads quite a bit, yeah.
And a lot of ceremonies that they've done over the decades, you know, for various anniversaries of the teams and stuff, Bradshaw has not shown up. Bradshaw has had a lot of axes to grind with the organization and his past with the organization. So people still love him, but yeah, he's got a complicated history with the team.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And he's still alive, so he has built that and earned that on his own. So I have to let that be what it is.
They just did like I said, 50th anniversary is tomorrow. They just recently did a reunion of the 74 team. And they said, did they say there were 24 players showed up for this? Which that's a lot for a team that's 50 years old.
Sure.
Bradshaw did not show up because of his broadcasting commitments.
Yeah.
So
that's one of those things that doesn't endear you to obviously the local fan base, but also to the people higher up at the NFL that make those decisions on who should be.
Well, where was Bradshaw from already? He was a Southern boy.
He was
a Southern boy.
Louisiana.
Went to Louisiana Southern or Louisiana Tech.
Yeah, he was from the deep South.
No, they held that against him. They thought he was just a dumb Southern Bubba. I mean, that's
that's the way it was referred to.
Why'd you draft this dumb Southern Bubba? Basically, yeah. Right. So, I mean, they treated him like. I mean, the first few years, he did not get much love at all from the fans of Pittsburgh. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it kind of goes both ways. I mean, you can kind of see why he might have some.
Because, wasn't there another quarterback that Pittsburgh really wanted at that point in time? There was another quarterback I thought that was a Pittsburgh.
He beat out. Who was the other quarterback at that time?
Oh, shoot. It was
well, back then, Joe Gilliam.
Yeah.
Gilliam and Bradshaw alternated.
Yeah.
No. It was someone on another team. That was a Pittsburgh guy that Bradshaw literally had his whole career against. Hell, wasn't it Marino? Wasn't Marino a Pittsburgh guy?
Oh yeah.
It was.
He didn't get out of Pitt until 82 or 83.
Right. He didn't join the Dolphins till
until after.
That was not a.
But that I think Bradshaw always battled against Marino as far as Pittsburgh popularity, because he wasn't a Pittsburgh guy and Marino was. I think they wanted Marino in and Bradshaw out.
No. Marino was 15 years younger than Bradshaw. Yeah.
The Steelers decided to not draft Marino because there were rumors about Marino, which apparently were true, about Marino's partying at Pitt.
Yeah.
Like partying beyond alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which apparently was the case.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's why the Steelers did not draft Marino.
Yeah, in 83 or 84, whenever he came out. He was a class of 83, so he was in there with everybody with Montana and yeah.
And that's why the Steelers did not draft him.
Yeah, because of the moral hazard, as they would say. Yeah.
This is all kind of, well, to me, it's interesting. I mean, if we've got a 30 and under crowd, they're going like, what the F? Are you kidding me?
Dan Marino, Central Catholic High School. Went to Central Catholic and then Pitt. Yeah.
Marino was, and let me not get it twisted, please. Let me not get it twisted. Marino was a phenomenal quarterback. He was. And he got there once, but never got there again, and was just, in my opinion, just a so-so quarterback after that, right? He ran for a lot of mediocre Miami teams, which Miami has always had since then, in my opinion. They've always had these teams that are whatever. And San Diego actually is another one of those teams, right? Off-season San Diego, oh my God! You would think the Lord Jesus Christ himself had come back and set himself in San Diego, and that was the God blessed team to do it all every year, and they just never quite do it. They find a way to blow it. And they did it again today with Harbaugh this time. National champ last year. Again, found a way to F it up. Right? Did that not just happen? That happened tonight.
Yeah,
I believe
San Diego lost to the Texans, didn't they?
I believe the Texans won that game.
I think they did, yeah. So, well, Pittsburgh, the Steelers and Chargers can get together and commiserate together. Yeah.
The Chargers are always everybody's darling, if you notice. They're the media darling. They're the media darling every offseason. You watch. Come July. Oh, you'll hear some of these NFL experts. Ooh, San Diego. Yeah, San Diego, this and that. Oh, yeah, man. Boom, 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 boom. No matter who the quarterback is, oh, yeah, San Diego, man, this and that. And you'll buy into it a little bit. And then they'll get started on a little winning streak. And you, oh, yeah, San Diego. Right? And that was Marino. That was Marino. And Marino would find a way to F it up.
Well, who was San Diego was what? They got back in the day, they were what, the West Coast offense with who was the coach at the time?
I mean, which team, though? You know,
I mean, like the early 80s. Is that when they kind of started that whole West Coast offense?
So that was with Dan Fouts, right?
Dan was he? Dan Fouts. And who was the coach at that time?
Yeah, I don't know the coach.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was kind of legendary, right? They changed the whole offensive scheme and did all that stuff. It was kind of like West Coast IPA, East Coast IPA.
Yeah.
You know, kind of the same thing.
Yeah, we can always relate it to beer.
Yeah, like West Coast rap also.
West Coast rap, yeah. East Coast rap.
East
Coast is always a little hazy.
Miami's also one of those teams that has been a media darling because of the Pitt guy, Marino. Marino, became some people's media darling, especially after he went. He went to the Super Bowl, but lost fabulous.
He was a party boy, right? He was good looking. You know,
Looked good. I mean, had a beautiful spiral.
Yeah.
I mean, looked good.
Yeah. No, but I
Looks
mean,
long.
off the field though, right? I mean, he was kind of
You know who
he was a part-
reminds me of a modern day Moreno is Joe from Cincinnati.
Joe Burrow?
Burrows reminds me of another Moreno. Another one of those quarterbacks that, man, oh my God. The guy looks phenomenal throwing the ball. Beautiful spiral. Oh, yeah, man, he can throw the ball. Boom! Right? Boom! Oh, man, the guy, beautiful.
There you go, Tom. Bill Walsh. West Coast
Bill
offense.
Well, no, that was San Francisco, though.
Is that San Francisco?
You bet it was. You bet.
Yeah,
it
no, that was, yeah. No, that was it was San Diego that got tagged with the West Coast offense. But
Bill Walsh, West Coast offense, 1-5 with Joe.
Yep.
The Joe Montana.
From Pittsburgh.
Again. Right? Another pit again.
Wasn't Johnny Unitas from Pittsburgh area too?
Yes, he was. And who did he finish his career with? Anybody know?
The Steelers.
No.
I don't know.
The Chargers.
Oh, really? Johnny Unitas? Oh, yeah, maybe. Okay, I don't remember that, but okay. There you go, legend.
Career with the Colts, and then it's one of those players that you'd you totally forget that Franco Harris played his final season with the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Johnny
I remember
Unitas
that just because he was a Steeler, yeah.
Johnny Unitas played his final season with the Chargers, if you can believe that.
I'll be right back.
So maybe Johnny Unitas innovated the West Coast offense.
Yeah. Wasn't Namath from Ohio too? Right? Wasn't he from like Perrysburg, Ohio or something like that?
No, Beaver Falls.
Okay.
Beaver
Who was from
Falls.
Ohio? Who was from Ohio? I mean, essentially Pittsburgh, Eastern Ohio, some quarterback. I mean, that whole Western Pennsylvania, Eastern Ohio, I mean, has produced so many great quarterbacks over the years.
Ooh, I don't know.
So, yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, there's so many of these guys that played like one final year with somebody else, and
trying to extend their career one more season, and somebody picks them up for a 1-year contract or something. Yeah. No, Franco. I remember Franco going to because he was trying to get the all-time rushing record, and he went to,
remember Joe Namath with the Rams?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Who did OJ finish with? Who was OJ's final team?
Was it Miami?
Was it Joe? Who did OJ finish his career with?
Was it Miami?
Miami?
Oh my God. Oh,
the Bills forever, obviously.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I thought it was Miami. But
you would ask me a question like that.
Well, he finished his career on the 985 in LA, but 905 or whatever it was. That's where his career. That's where his career came to a grinding halt.
Ask me
because we're talking because I mentioned Joe Namath finishing with the Rams.
Yeah,
these guys that played one final
some
year.
People don't realize that Namath he did play for the Rams.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, I have to admit I do not know.
I think it was Miami, but I could be wrong.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
All this crap happened before most people were born that are watching the show, probably.
Finished career.
Final team for O.J. Simpson.
Yeah. 2 seasons for the Niners.
The 49ers. Yeah, that's oh my God.
Yeah. Simpson wasn't a star for San Francisco, but he played 2 seasons for the 49ers before retiring in 79 after a decade in the league. He finished his career with 11,236 rushing yards, 2,142 receiving yards, and 990 kicking yards, kicking return yards. Simpson totaled 76 career touchdowns. Yeah.
49ers. I could swear I remember him playing for the Dolphins, but probably not.
Now we have someone in here that has no idea. You know why? Because he's soulless. That's why. He has no soul. So
That's
as
true.
long as you are going to ask a question that is of no soul, then you could refer to this person at all.
That's a great introduction. If you need a question that has to do with not having a soul.
Pat, how you doing, my friend?
How are you?
Got off work.
I am. So it's gonna hop in just for a little bit. And speaking of hop, I figured I'd show this to just rub into Mark's face.
Oh, Hop Butcher! I can tell by the artwork.
Look, Pat! Look what I just finished.
Oh, nice!
I just finished the Hop Butcher. Yeah, my last one. I won't be able to get that when I go back up to Illinois again next year.
Have one.
Might take me another 7 years to get one, but I'll get it eventually.
Pat, I have to show you, my friend. I had a Rogue here live on air.
I saw that.
Did you really? You happened
8 years old.
Yes.
Is that beer or orange juice? Look at that. Wow. That looks like carbonated orange juice.
He's a show off. You know, Pat. Come on.
It's called Lady Octopus.
Lady Octopus. Huh. Looks good. That looks hazy for sure.
Mosaic triple IPA.
Triple. So 11%. We are around 10 or 11%.
You know, now Mark, let me describe Hop Butcher for you, because I know you're new to the scene, but when they
I've had 4 of them in the last 3 months. Come on. I'm a Hop Butcher aficionado now. I'm part of the club.
Yeah. He's had some now canned.
I just have to drive 750 miles to get some more, but I'll do it. Damn it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Pat, what are you drinking, man? Describe that to us, man. What do you taste?
I'm bad at that. Like I said, it's Mosaic, so I mean it's a lot of like. Let's see if I can try.
Well, you got to describe the type of fruits you're getting.
Yeah. I mean, it's like a little bit of like melon, maybe like actually like a little bit of pineapple, maybe not much citrus at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe
More
even
like
a little
melon?
bit of like berry.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 10.5, but like, I mean, you would never ever know it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, on a more personal, deeper note, tell us how you're feeling. Like, how sore are you from getting out of this?
I think it'll be bad tomorrow.
Okay.
I will say that it was funny. Every single time that I got in and out of that car, I was noticeably slower and like more difficult as I got, because I mean it literally was like, yeah. And every time it was like an awkward kind of trying to figure out the method, and just very uncomfortable. Because like a lot of that stuff, like now, you know, there's a lot of cars that I get in and out of that people would be awkward, but like I've done it so many times that you kind of know, you step here, you do this, and you slide in, and it's easy enough, you know.
Yeah.
But something like that, I don't think there is a good way.
No.
I mean, if you're like, I don't know, 5'4" and like 130 pounds or whatever, I'm sure you can jump in and out, no problem.
Or if you're a guy that does, I mean, if that's your job is to get in and out of those cars and drive them, I mean, you probably figure, you get sore for a few days and then you figure it out, right?
Yeah. No, it is definitely like I actually earlier, like a couple weeks ago, shot an old, like 1967 Camaro Trans Am race car. It's like a well-known race car.
Yeah.
And the dude was 70 that owned it, and he like just no problem jumped in and out. He was like saying his shoulder was getting bad, so he didn't want to do more than he had to, but like he knew exactly how to do it, like so smooth for like a 70 whatever year old dude, you know.
Yeah.
They had been doing it for decades. So
yeah. And did he own it for a while? So he'd been doing that for years. Yeah.
I think he owned it for at least like 20, 30 years. So
Oh, please. Yeah.
It's like a daily driver for
Right.
him.
Yeah.
Just get into the car. Yeah.
Yeah, at that point, Pat, he's a jerk in your eyes, right?
So
well, he
we
probably
want
bought
to
it for
know,
like
did you
nothing.
go into that car kind of like Bo and Luke went into the General Lee back in
Exactly.
Remember how they used to go in there, man?
I think that's
Okay.
a good way to like
Now,
break your arm or
let me
something.
lay this out for people that don't know this soulless ginger a-hole. Okay, this particular cat that we have on the screen right now is a professional automotive photographer. If you have ever in your life ever picked up a magazine that has had a car on the front of it, this guy shot it.
I don't know about that, but
Oh, give me a break. This
Say
guy,
there's a good chance that he shot.
Yeah.
this is not the guy. Don't listen to this guy, is what I'm saying. If there is ever an automotive magazine, I'm not saying, okay, maybe there's a chance you didn't shoot that particular vehicle,
oh yeah.
but the magazine you have at one point in time.
Okay. Can I do a screen share real quick?
Yes, absolutely, Mark.
Okay. I'm
Absolutely.
going to do a screen share. I'm going to call you out a little bit, Pat. Don't get too embarrassed. Just so if anybody has seen this, I just did a quick
I'm
search.
curious.
You see that, Joe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
We rallied through the Red Rocks and Arizona desert.
Yeah.
Published November 24th, so 3 months ago. And I searched for Road and Track Patrick, and this article came up. So these photos, folks, are the soulless ginger a-holes photos.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what's funny is I missed that article. I didn't know they had been posted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, my greater point is this guy doesn't even know what that. This guy shoots
so many photos. He doesn't even know where his photos are getting.
He doesn't even know. Look, it's
Yeah.
dumbasses like me that have to point out to a soulless guy like him
Yeah.
what photos he's actually taken. Right?
You shoot so many of them. I mean, they just get lost when you thousands and thousands of images. You're like, oh no, I just shoot 1,000.
He has no idea. The point is, the greater point is this guy takes amazing automotive photography. And if you've ever picked up a magazine, and a magazine is just an example.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a photo of a car that you like, this guy, there's a chance. There's a chance, Pat.
Small chance.
There's
a lot of people taking pictures
I don't
of
give
cars.
a damn what this guy says. There's a chance this guy shot.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. No, I check the Road and Track site every once in a while. I haven't looked at it in a few months, but yeah.
He
That's
happens
funny.
to be a damn good friend of this show. And that is what's remarkable about this show is that we met on this show because
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Because of beer.
There's a picture of Pat of people looking up at the sky with their telescopes, for God's sakes.
Wait.
This was a very active group. Yeah.
That was actually pretty cool. Yeah, that like
Did you see? The more we describe photos to this guy,
he's like, "Oh yeah,
no, I know that trip." Yeah, no,
I
that
guess
was
I did do that.
that was in Sedona, I think. when
Yeah.
we did
You
that.
have to remind this guy of stuff that he's done. How much stuff do you think you've done that you have? Someone has to remind you of what you've done before you're like, you know what? I guess I did do that. I
do like really need to go through my photos and like sort them and organize them because like
you still haven't. You said that 5 years ago. So
Yeah,
how
no,
many do you have now?
I think I would guess I probably shot like 2,000 cars
Yeah.
plus events and
And you
whatever else.
literally
But
don't have them organized by like even manufacturers.
I mean,
like
to an extent,
Ferrari
yeah.
or-
It's just not they're not condensed. They're like over like 3 or 4 different hard drives.
Okay.
So I need to just and then I label them properly. Like I want to do like year, make, model, VIN, color, client is my eventually. Because
Now-
there's cars that I've shot like 2-3 times because
Now,
they like circulate over the years.
You
Lay-
shot me
lay
up
out-
5
lay
years
out-
ago, and now they're selling again, and you're saying,
Mhm.
lay out for people like you weren't necessarily a car guy when you started. It was just something.
No, it was more like actually I actually got into cars before photography.
Okay.
So yeah, like, but I mean, I grew up in Alaska, and there
Mhm.
wasn't shit for cars up there, so moved down to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Mhm.
A lot more cars, turns
Yeah.
out.
A lot more cars. Yeah.
And then so yeah, like, and I actually didn't even, pick up a camera until I was like, kind of messed around at like 16, 17, but then it was kind of at the same time got into both things, and then moved down here, did car shows, got to know people,
Yeah.
whatever. So
It's that kind of.
yeah, and
What's funny is Pat's link to this show started in 2012.
was it that long ago?
It was.
No, you know what? No, it's got to be long. I think it's longer than that.
It might be.
Yeah.
But 2013 is when me and you finally met
Yeah.
face to face.
No.
We finally met. So we might
Oh yeah. Okay.
we might have online had on the show met for maybe a year or so before that. But 2013 is when we actually got to meet up.
The Camaro rental car.
14 the year after is when I actually moved here, and we actually worked together, which was phenomenal. Then we worked together a few times and so on and so forth, and here we are. But I mean, what an experience, my friend, right?
I was curious. I thought you knew all this stuff, Bum. When's my first appearance?
I don't know offhand, Pat. Give me enough time, I'll be able to figure it out.
Yeah, I feel like it was before 13.
I
could
think
be
it
wrong.
was.
I think it was more like
No,
how long did you actually be on like
12.
God, I feel like it was more like 2010 or something, but maybe I'm wrong.
It might be.
Because we started.
Okay,
this
If it was before the recorded stream, I would not know.
When was the recorded streams?
2012.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe it was like 2012 then. I don't think it was before that, so
Isn't
either
that-
way, that's a long time. That's a
Yeah.
long-
Isn't that funny? Yeah. We're arguing over a couple of years who gives a rat's ass.
10 years
Yeah,
ago.
because I remember that. Yeah, we did the NSX photo shoot together, the two NSXs.
Yeah,
It's a long time ago.
it's a long time ago. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, me and Pat have been fortunate enough to, Pat is still ongoing, but I was in my kind of prime, if you will, of shooting. But I was shooting a different genre. I was shooting people. Pat was shooting and is still shooting cars and objects. I am long since not shooting actively.
I was wondering about that. Yeah, I didn't know if you were still doing a little bit or not.
No, I'm not.
Barbecue took over.
Barbecue did take over. Absolutely. I shoot mostly, yes, still photography. When I do shoot, that's what it is. Mine involved people. Yours involves people as well, but
I prefer not to. That was like that road and track thing that Mark showed there. It was like that was the one thing going through the photos is they wanted like photos of people interacting, having fun, and having drinks. And like I looked at my photos, it's like that was a little lacking. The car
You
shit I
do have a
got
nice
down,
picture
but
shooting into the room. Says "Welcome Road and Track," and you got the picture of everybody in the room.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was a fun trip. A lot of like, obviously fancy hotels paid for, nice dinners, open bars, all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. So a lot of perks.
What's that? What's the guy? The big YouTuber guy, the smoking, the guy that runs up and down the canyons and
Smoking tire.
Smoking tire. Yeah, I see him in this picture here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
what Pat will do is kind of play down everything, right? He'll play down everything. I don't know. How many trips have you had to Italy, my friends? Let's play how many trips he's had to Italy and
No,
compare
just
to how many trips I've had to Italy. Would you like to
Italy
play
just
that
won.
game?
Just won into Italy.
That's more than me.
And that was actually like one of my best photo things ever because that was Emilia Emilia, and that was amazing. I mean, that was. I one time had a trip to to Pittsburgh. That was awesome too.
Oh, do tell us about the.
That's when I flew out. I did a photo shoot. I met Bum there.
So yeah, he met me. How could it be anything but awesome?
No, I actually keep on like that client. I still work with him, and he just like the other day actually asked me about going out to LA, like amongst the fires to do a photo shoot, which I thought was kind of
Really?
yeah. But
Wow.
he always is like, "Can you be here tomorrow?" That's how he always is. So it's like he's like, "Would you like to go to LA tomorrow to shoot photos?" And I'm like, I guess, but like, I have everything else going on in my life, and plan all that like the next day and then whatever. But that was kind of that trip to meet Bum. It was like, I think it was like 2 days. He said like, "Can you go to Pittsburgh like 2 days from now?" And then when I was in Pittsburgh, he was like, "How do you feel about like instead of going home, going to New York City?" And so then I flew from there and did a photo shoot and then back so I'm still in touch with him, and I'm like, he does like work all over the country, and one of them's like, I felt like I actually texted him and saying like, if you ever need work in Pittsburgh or Atlanta, let me know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Make a little extra, trip out of it.
Yeah. There should be some work in Atlanta from time to time, I would imagine.
Oh no, for sure. There was actually a big photo shoot that I was talking about going out there to do, and then it just got, I don't know, didn't pan out, but a little while ago. There's actually a couple times where they talked about me going out there and it just didn't work out for whatever reason.
And your day here, if I recall, was very overcast and was not very photography. What's the term?
Overcast is good for photos.
Yeah, overcast is actually really good.
Yeah, it's like perfect. So
Clear
it's basically
blue
like a giant
skies
softbox.
Clear
Yeah.
blue skies is the
That's
worst.
probably the worst. Yeah.
It's actually, people think that like Arizona is great because it's sunshine all the time for photos, and it is good. Like we get some good sunsets and stuff, but
Yeah, okay.
like whenever I have clouds, I'm happy.
Yeah, clouds, because that's drama. Clouds and overcast is good for photos.
And soft light. It's
Yeah.
drama and soft light.
Because it's consistent. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You can kind of count on the clouds to
Much easier. It's much easier to build a good image with cloudy skies.
Absolutely.
You've got a lot more flexibility in what you can.
It was cold though.
I'm actually forced to open this Sam Adams remastered beer because I'm
going to be forced to leave, gentlemen. So
Oh!
I'm not forced, but I'm leaving. Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna bail. So
okay.
Well, I will let you know if I'm out.
If I have a you know how to get a
shoot.
hold of me, Pat. So let me know whenever you're in Atlanta. We'll go visit a couple good beer bars and enjoy it. So all right, Joe. Well,
All right, Mark. See you whenever. Couple weeks, 3 weeks.
Yes, sounds good. All right.
Yep.
Later.
All right, Mark. Peace out, man. Later. Pat, I spent a long time talking about bagels in this show and where in the valley has the best bagels, and I am convinced myself, my friend, that it is Buongiorno in Gilbert, if you've ever heard of it.
I have not.
My God.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
There's a place next to me called Hot Bagels.
Okay.
Like a popular-ish place. And then Chompy's, I'm sure you've seen them.
Chompy's I have heard of.
They're all over the place. I mean, they have like bagels and bread and like fries and
yes, they
all
sure
over the place. So
I am a little anti-Choppies as far as bagels is concerned, but dude, Buongiorno, I'm telling you right now, my friend.
I like bagels, but I don't know that I would drive to Gilbert for bagels.
Yeah, I wouldn't. From your area, I would absolutely not recommend driving all the way to Gilbert. They are only available. They're only open Thursday to Sunday, for one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, most good bagel shops in our city they have quirky hours, very quirky hours. There's another one that I found that is only open till 11 a.m.
Well,
They're open every day, but only till 11. They shut stat at 11.
interesting.
So as long as you're up from 5 to 11, and I happen to be up
I was
early.
gonna say you're usually up pretty early, right?
My hours, I'm up early. So I am up early. But they are still not as good as Buongiorno. I mean, phenomenal bagels. Authentic New York style bagels. They have that good bark on the outside, that good crunch with
Some
the
good
soft-
chew.
Yeah.
That is funny. All that stuff is like, it seems simple, but it's like you think you like, most people are probably like, yeah, I've had a bagel, and then when you have a good one, it's like a totally different thing. It's like it's like not even the same kind of like object.
It's not, right? You're like, it's just not, right? It's like pizza, right? Pizza bagels, they're the same thing, right? When you're like, okay, no, you know what? No, this pizza's pretty good. And then when you have another one, you're like, ooh.
Do you have a favorite pizza place here?
I have a favorite. I do. My favorite is not the best. Does that make sense?
No, it does.
Venenzia's is one of my favorites. My Venenzia's is my kind of go-to. They're not the best.
Where is that?
They're all over the valley.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah. There's, I don't know, 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 locations all over the valley. They're originally from New Mexico, where I'm from, believe it or not. If you were to ask some of the older franchises here, they would tell you they're not affiliated with New Mexico whatsoever. Trust me, I've had these conversations. I'm like, no. The brothers started this damn thing, and they started it from Rio Rancho, New Mexico. I already know because my sister went to high school with them. Then they started their first franchise, their first store in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. Then they opened another one. Then they moved to Arizona. You know what I'm saying? And that's where the brothers had a difference. And then they decided to, no. But if you ever look at, if you're a Breaking Bad fan, Venenzia's.
Is that what he tosses on the roof?
You bet.
Nice.
Pizza.
Interesting. Oh yeah, actually, I actually remember that, seeing that on there now.
Yeah, because that's from New Mexico.
Funny.
Which is
like
this pizza.
There's a couple places. There's like a place right across the street from me that's like just like a New York style pizza place. The dude is like from New York.
Oh yeah.
And that place has been here, which in my area, like I'm in an area that's kind of on the edge of the valley. And he's been here since like the 90s or something. So for that, it's a long, long time, And then there's another place that's like called Fabio on Fire. That's like a like Neapolitan style. So like the more, thin crust, whatever, super high. And that place is really good. But chain wise, I actually really like Spinato's. I shouldn't say chain wise, it's a local.
Yeah, Spinato's. I've heard of Spinato's. I don't know if I've had Spinato's. I'm familiar with them though.
Yeah, they're like a local, but they have like a few locations in the valley. They're really good.
I like Venenzia's, but again, I am biased. I come from New Mexico. I lived there 23 years, and so I will pop in there. I actually have Venenzia's in this house right now. Again, I will not argue that they're the best. I'm not arguing that. I just think they're a good everyday pie, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
Like they're a good.
And there's different sides. I like that Fabio on Fire is good, but like I'll go there and get like there's small pizzas, because they're like whatever. So I get like 2 pizzas, some gnocchi, and like some cannolis or something, and it'd be like close to $100.
Whoa!
So
Whoa!
yeah, so like something like that's not an everyday thing,
No, hell no.
So that I definitely get like, and some of you just want something that's just good, simple, straightforward,
Exactly.
like no bullshit.
Exactly. And that's what Venezia is. And what I like about Venezia is I can go in there, get a couple slices. And when I do that, I'll tell them, make them extra crispy. I like them extra crispy. You know what I'm saying? So I can kind of customize the slices.
Yeah.
Now, where Bum's at, it's a different kind of pie. Right? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what kind of pizza Pittsburgh has.
Dude.
I think it's like, I picture it closer to like Chicago, but maybe no.
No, there's no specific type of pizza here.
Yeah.
We have all kinds.
Pittsburgh has a particular style of pie. They do. Come on, Bob. Pittsburgh's thing is if you're getting cheese, then I'll agree with Bum. It's when you get the pepperoni, cheese and pepperoni. Pittsburgh has its things with the cups. You bet. That's what they're known for.
Is that a Pittsburgh thing?
No, not anymore. But it was. It was. And
I feel like Detroit's kind of a Detroit thing too.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Pat. Yeah, because a lot of people have adopted that now since, but I feel like it was a Pittsburgh thing before. You know what I'm saying? But it's not. Some of these styles are no longer like Pittsburgh. Kind of had like this. Grandmas had sex with a pepperoni cup type style, and then the baby resulted in a Pittsburgh style of pie. Does that make sense, Bum?
He looks skeptical.
I think Bum's a little disgusted. Like,
I'm just confused.
Yeah, as am I. Actually, thank you. Some of these genres of pizza pie have gotten so entertaining, a lot like music, right? There's so many genres of music these days. They've gotten so intertwined and everything. Pizza is the same way. But the cups, the pepperoni cups, in my mind, still seem to be the Pittsburgh thing, along with Detroit, though. Again, there's no.
If that's the case, that's what I grew up with. So I have only known that to be every pizza.
Every pizza, right? Again, there. Bum's making my point as he speaks. So when I went to Pittsburgh and went to the place, tell him, Bum, what place did we go?
Well, yeah, Minio's, which is what, which a lot of people consider the place in Pittsburgh, but there's
others.
There's many others.
Right.
I thought you were talking about Duke's.
No, we're for pizza.
Went to Duke's.
Although Duke's pizza is good.
Right. Went to Duke's. We did Duke's. Let's be clear. But we didn't do Duke's for pizza. We went to a specific place. And I think Bum was horrified when I went to this pizza place because I literally had a bite or two and disposed of said pizza because that's all I
And Joe just said, I just wanted to try it.
I just wanted.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, that's the reality of being a food reviewer, right? You go somewhere, you have a bite or two, and they toss the rest. They do not eat the rest.
Actually, Joe was the innovator of one bite. Everyone knows the rules.
Because Bum was like, "Are you serious?" And I'm like, "Yes, that's all I wanted." I had to wait. I don't know.
We waited a while. That was a good 15 minutes for them to warm up a slice.
And all the cups had the oil in them, and it was exactly as you would expect from a pepperoni cupped pizza, and it was exactly as I would expect it to taste, which was perfectly fine.
Yeah, Lappy07 is saying police station pizza in Ambridge, PA. I have been hearing about them for a while now, and I am going to have to try them. I just keep hearing that name pop up. And Ambridge is drivable for me. You know, it's like a half hour for me. So
now, Big Money Marcus is saying Joe D is gone off the brown ale. And I am on to the Sam. Now, how long ago did they make this beer, Bum?
Oh, the remastered. I think it's been like a year since the remastered's been on their label. It's just back to the Sam Adams Boston Lager, which I am assuming is still remastered.
And the only reason I'm drinking this is literally because it's the only unopened beer in front of me. Trust me, Pat can verify. I have plenty of beer, my friends. It would take years for me to run out of beer. I, at any given time, have plenty of beer. I am not bragging. I am just saying I am a collector of beer. I am not bragging. I don't have to. I just love beer and I collect a lot of beer. At any given time, you can pop in and I will have aged beers spread out in front of you. Pat has been here sporadically, popping in type deal, and I can put 6 in front of you that are at least 5 years old. Pat, no, yes,
for sure.
It's not a brag. It's just
it's almost like an anti-brag that you have stuff sitting around for years.
I'm just saying. Guys,
I am gonna bail out of here. I will see you soon, Pat.
Hey.
Hope to see you on the show again soon.
Yeah.
Let me know in advance if you're going to be on the show. I will drink the mead.
100%.
Yes. And Joe, I will see you, I assume, in 3 weeks.
Yes.
If not next week. So
that very first weekend in February, my friend.
All right, guys. Cheers.
Unfortunately, I need to dip out too, Joe.
Oh, absolutely, man. Yeah.
But hopefully you drag someone else in, and otherwise I'll see you soon. And
absolutely, man. We'll see you guys. Peace out, man.
Take it easy, Bum.
All right, guys. See ya.
Thank you to everybody that has stayed in. We appreciate you, man. I am, as you can see, everybody is out. I will post a link for a little bit if anybody wants to jump in. You've ever thought about jumping in, and I will post the link in the chat. If you've ever thought about jumping in live on the show, feel free, man. Tonight's the night. You know what I'm saying? I am here. I will continue to have beers for a few more minutes. I'm not going to do it forever, but if people jump in, then I'll continue. This, as you hear, is Boston Lager's remastered. They produced this a few years back. 5% ABV, 30 IBUs. This is 12-ounce bottle. It was okay, but it wasn't, the original recipe. It wasn't as good, not quite as crisp as their original recipe. Um, if any of you want to jump in, feel free. Uh, let me see. Let me go through some of the comments here real quick. We have what is this? Pierogi pizza. This must have been during some of the pizza talk. Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, Jody has gone off the brown ale. By the way, let me check on some of these scores. I have not checked on the scores for tonight's game, so I am assuming, of course, I think we heard that the Chargers lost. Here we go. NFL scores. The Ravens are beating the Steelers as we assumed they would. We assumed that would happen. Texans beat the Chargers 32-12. Wow. I was watching the Texans game. Texans Chargers. I watched pretty much the full first half of that game on Nickelodeon because it was so god blessed boring. There was so many turnovers and absolutely nothing happened. And if I remember right, the majority of the second quarter, I don't even think the Texans had scored a point. And I was watching the Nickelodeon version of that broadcast because at least it was entertaining. They had SpongeBob on there, and at least it was entertaining a little bit. Like it was ridiculously boring. I love football. Absolutely love football. Could not tolerate that ball game. So to see that end score of 32-12 is kind of shocking to me. So 28-14, Ravens over the Steelers is not a shock to me. Fourth quarter, 6 minutes and 6 seconds left. Not a shocker to me at all. We've got the Rams. I will be at that ball game here in Phoenix. I was not able to get my regular season tickets, although I did try. I sit third row. The official tickets for that particular playoff game were through SeatGeek. I was trying to claim tickets through SeatGeek. It was not working right. Fourth row, very reasonably priced tickets. I was trying to claim them. It wasn't giving them to me. It said they were gone. I sit, so it was literally the row right behind me. The couple of seats that are behind me, it was, but it wouldn't give them to me. It said they were gone. I clicked on them, clicked as quick as I could. Click, 3 clicks to buy those tickets. Boom, gone. They said they were gone. They were evaporated. I ended up getting the section next to me, 20th row. That's what I ended up getting. You know, what are you going to do? You take what you can get. I'll be right back, kids. Have to go to the potty. Be right back. Okay. So during that intermission, the person that is supposed to be like, you know what? Maybe you've had enough. The person that's supposed to say, you know what, maybe you should stop, is pushing me forward. What does that say, people? What does that say when that person that's supposed to be like, you know what? Maybe you've had enough. Maybe you should, is pushing me forward. Like, you know what? Try this one. Hey, sample this. Okay. Anyway, we're finishing up this Samuel Adams, the remaster, right? And that one is what it is. No need to pour that in the glass. You already know what that looks like. Now, I have another beer here. Oh boy, I wish I could actually get the date on this bad boy. I just don't. They put a code back here, and I can't get the date on it. It's the Guinness 200th anniversary export stout. Okay. Not a phenomenal beer by any means. Not a phenomenal uh beer. But it's the 200 years in America Guinness 200th anniversary export stout brewed with black patent malt. Open Gate Brewery, right? 8% ABV, 11.2 ounces, and that's all what it states on the bottle. Okay. Now it's interesting because on the front it says 8% ABV. On the back, I clearly see a 6% ABV. Very big, very clear. So that part is interesting to me. So let me get for those that have been long time viewers. I mean, we're having to go way, way back. You might remember the small company called Snakebite sent me this actual bottle opener for a review, and I reviewed it. You might even find the review that I made out there. And the reason they call it Snakebite is because it's distinctive fork opening that they made here. I'll show the cap before I crack it open. I'm going to crack it open and then pour it in a glass. Oh, absolutely no smoke at all on the cap. Well, ooh, a little smoke though when I'm pouring it in, I have to admit. I like to get nice, long, dramatic pours in a glass because I feel like it looks better on camera. Boy, that looks like a dirty glass, doesn't it? But it's not that bad at all. Your typical Guinness has a nice bready smell. Like a bready malt smell. Super light body. You kind of expect that. See how that kind of moves around super easy. Now, some of that bready smell, the darkness, see how that is super dark, of course. You expect the Guinness to be dark. Some of that darkness you would expect to come from the roasted malts. So you'd get a roasted type of aroma in the nose, and you definitely get that. Oh my God. That is actually really good. Here's the cap to this beer, by the way. I'm tilting it like that so that you can get a realistic look at what I'm actually seeing in person. You see that? For some people, the cap matters. I know it kind of does to me. I don't know why. I can't describe it to you. I have the other cap from the Sam Adams bottle that I opened, but I didn't show. That's the Sam Adams cap. All it says on the inside is cheers, but it's pretty darn clean, so I didn't show it. This one has some resin. There it is. You can see it. Okay. Whatever that matters to you, I have no idea. But, things like that kind of matter to me. But, And Joe Docs, thank you. I will soon enough. I will. Thank you, Causer. Appreciate it. I will. This one's pretty good. Not bad at all. Okay. Pretty smooth. I don't know when they came out with this 200th anniversary export stout. I wish I kind of knew. I could look it up probably, but I wish I knew, but I don't, unfortunately. I've got some more Miller Lights and some other beers that I'll be consuming off camera. I'm going to get out of here just like Causer recommended. Thank you very much. We'll see you in a couple weeks, man. I think it's that first weekend, the first Saturday in January. Yep, it's absolutely February 1st. I expect to have a show February 1st. Let me look at some other. Oh, sweet. Yeah. So February 1st, I expect to be back again. Now that depends on the fires in LA. If the fires were to somehow Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday shift and start blowing east, then of course that smoke would eventually end out here in Arizona, and it would make it much more difficult for me to travel to LA to see family, which I plan on doing this next coming Friday, which I'll probably just cancel the trip and just stay here and do a show. Again, I won't know that until the very last minute, but so just count on not having a show next weekend and the weekend after that. And we'll see you February 1st, man. Peace out, guys. We'll see you, man. Laters.